Sir, private group po ba yun?
Yes, ma'am. There is a private group for this, and I will just add you, ma'am, for a while. Then you may now start, ma'am,
Sige
Kimberly,
po.
because
Thank
it's
you po.
already live on our group.
Okay po.
Sige,
Hindi ko pa
ako
po
lang
kasi.
i-send about later, ma'am.
Alright po.
Okay, I've already sent you the invitation link. Please check your messenger.
Okay po. Oh, sorry.
Paki-click po yung link, ma'am.
Yes po. Okay na po ba? Nakapag-request na po ako.
Yes, ma'am. Approve na po, ma'am.
Okay po. Sige po. Ayan. Hello, everybody. Ayan. Sorry. Good afternoon po. Yes, I'm Miss Kimberly Hovida, March 2023 passer, and I'm glad to see you all here. So, today we're going to discuss Gen Ed English Let Concepts po. Ako po ay major in English at sana makatulong po ito sa inyo pong pagre-review for the March exam. Ayan. So, hopefully makapag-participate din po tayo sa ating chat box. Para meron po tayong interaction. Yung interaction po ay makakatulong sa atin para ma-retain po natin yung ating mga concept. So let me just share my screen. Please give me a moment. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen now? Okay na po ba? Can you type in the chat box if you can see my screen? Okay na po. All right. So let's go on to our first question for Gen Ed English. Ayan. Start muna tayo sa medyo madali ng kaunti. Ayan. So our first question is, who is the father of modern communication? So is it Aristotle, Alexander Graham Bell, or is it, oh, sorry, Cicero or Sophocles? Answer in the chat box, please. Who is the father of modern communication? Sagot po tayo. All right. I can't see your answers yet. Letter B. All right. Yes po. Okay. So, sino po ang sagot po ng iba? Graham Bell? May nagsagot ng Aristotle. Yes, the father of modern communication po ay Alexander Graham Bell. So we all know his contribution to modern communication. Without him, maybe we wouldn't be able to do this Zoom call kasi siya po yung nagpasimula ng telephone na nakatulong sa atin to have remote communication. Ayan po. So father of modern communication is Alexander Graham Bell. How about this one? Okay. Who is the father of purposive communication? Is it Aristotle, Graham Bell, Cicero, or Sophocles? So number 2 po, who is the father of purposive communication? The answer in our chat box, please. So purposive communication. Okay, Aristotle, how about the others? Sino po ang sagot nyo? Letter D, Sophocles, okay? All right. Okay. Sagot po natin dito, father of purposive communication is Aristotle po. Yes, so Aristotle. And what is his contribution to purposive communication? So Aristotle was the very first to create a model of communication. And it looks something like this. So there's a sender, there's speech, occasion, receiver, and effect. Pero kung nakikita nyo yung model nung communication niya, it's a one-way thing. So from a sender, there will be a receiver and there will be an effect. Tapos hindi na siya bumabalik. So that is why we call Aristotle's model a linear process, one-way po. So ano po ang examples nung one-way model ni Aristotle in everyday conversation, in purposive communication? One of those is kapag nasa mall kayo tapos may biglang mag-a-announce, paging the driver of the black BMW, please proceed to the lobby now, something like that. So one-way communication siya dahil mula sa sender hanggang sa receiver, hindi ka nakakapagbigay ng feedback. So yun po ang Aristotle model. His model is also commonly used in speeches. So kapag tinanong kayo ng board exam, kaninong model yung ginagamit kapag nagbibigay tayo ng speech? Sino ang inspiration natin sa pagbibigay natin ng speech to an audience? Since the audience cannot respond to your speeches, it's a linear model. It is inspired by Aristotle po. So Aristotle ang ating linear model. Hopefully that's clear, and he is also the father of purposive communication. So next po, number 3. Can you see the question? All right. So JC failed the board because he was distracted by his breakup with his girlfriend. Katie tried to comfort him with a hug and a pat on the back. This nonverbal communication is called kinesics, proxemics, haptics, or chronemics. Answer nyo po? So, nakakasira pala ng effect ng board exam ang breakup at pagjojowa. So, all right, what is your answer? This nonverbal communication is called, ano po? Haptics. Hi po kay Sir Melvin, na inspiration ng lahat. Na reason po para sa aking board rating na 89.4. So, all right, A, C. Okay, so our answer po for number 3 is letter C, haptics. Haptics po. So ano bang pagkakaiba ng kinesics, proxemics, haptics, at chronemics? So ang kinesics po ay something to do with your body movement, hand, body, face movements. So yung hindi mo naintindihan, medyo kumukunot na yung noo mo. So that is kinesics. Pag nag-high ka, so like kinesics if your hand is moving or waving. So proxemics naman is a nonverbal communication involving space. So bakit siya nonverbal communication? Kapag hindi mo masyadong type yung tao, your tendency is to move away a little bit. So to get that person out of your personal space. So ang proxemics po ay yung space natin sa communication. Factor din po ito dahil dito natin nalalaman kung gaano ba tayo kalapit dun sa tao, how sincere we are with the communication. So it also gives you a message. That is why proxemics or space is also a form of communication po. All right. So haptics naman ay touch. Ayan. So kapag you're patting the back, if you're shaking hands, something na merong body contact po. So touch is haptics. Chronemics naman is time. So what can time tell you about communication? So this has a lot to do with culture as well. Like kapag binigyan ka ng oras, does it mean something? So it already sends you a message, di ba? You are important to that person. So timing is also important in communication kasi kapag hindi maganda yung timing, you can send the wrong signals. So chronemics is everything in nonverbal communication that has something to do with time. Okay? Clear po ba tayo? Can we type yes? It's clear sa chat box if we're okay and following? All right? Okay. So, hang on dahil napakahaba po ng discussion. So, hopefully hindi po tayo antukin. Kasi pag inaantok po, nakakatulog sa board exam. All right. So, next, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets has an unseemingly unsolvable problem that was suddenly and abruptly solved. The plot device used was in medias res, linear, deus ex machina, and round plot. So, what is your answer po? What kind of plot device is that? Bigla na lang na-solve yung problema. Diba? Sa Chamber of Secrets, he had actually no idea kung paano ba siya magpo-proceed dun sa game nila. But suddenly people helped him out. Suddenly, like magic, his problem was solved. Which one is it? A, B, C, or D? Answer po in the chat box. So let's participate so that we can recall the answers. All right, round plot. Round plot. How about the others? What's your answer? D? D question mark? All right. Ano po ang sagot? B, linear. Okay. So, ang sagot po dito ay letter C po. Deus ex machina. So, Deus here sounds like God or Diyos, right? And machina sounds like machine. Kasi nung early days ng theater, merong bumababa galing dun sa taas, like a machine that goes down like an angel, and it also helps with the plot. So that was kind of the inspiration for this model or plot device na parang merong biglang bumaba galing sa langit in a machine na nakakatulong dun sa pag-solve ng problem. So unseemingly unsolvable problem that was suddenly and abruptly solved, Deus ex machina po. All right po? Are we clear? Hopefully we can remember this plot device. Lalo na po yung English majors. Hello po sa inyo. Ako po ay English major din. But this could also be a gen ed question. All right. So next po, number 5. Nurse Ella checks the patient notes of Mr. Romeo to review his previous medical appointments and records. These notes are called diagnosis notes, discharge notes, patient notes, interim notes. Ano po ang sagot ninyo? So, is it diagnosis, discharge, patient notes, interim notes? Answer po? What is your answer? Sumagot po kayo para maalala nyo po yung sagot. Ayan, letter A. At pag nagkamali po kayo, maaalala nyo rin, ay, nagkamali ako dito sa live eh. Ano nga pa ulit yung sagot doon? Alright, so A, B, C, kumpletuhin nyo na, mag-D rin kayo. Alright, so the right answer for this one is actually letter D, interim notes. Alright, so isipin nyo na lang the word na inter, which means like between, di ba? Connecting them. So, kapag ka merong merong records yung isang patient, the nurse can refer to those records so that she or he will find out how to deal with the patient. Ito yung connection niya with the previous nurses, with the previous doctors to know the patient's condition. So, interim notes. Doon po sila kumukuha ng idea about the patient's conditions. All right? So, interim notes po yon. Yung previous medical appointments and records. All right. So, isipin nyo na lang yung inter. Okay? And then, next po, number 6. All right. Madali po ba ang Gen Ed English? Oh, chamba. Okay. So, sa board exam, may chuma-chamba rin, pero mas masarap sa feeling kapag sigurado ang sagot. So, which is the best oral communication activity to test one's skills in paralanguage? Which is the best oral communication activity to test one's skills in paralanguage? Sagot po. Letter A, C, okay, A, B, C, D. Number 6 po. What is your answer? So, which is the best oral communication activity to test one's skills in paralanguage? Okay, B, okay. Bakit kaya B? A, C, okay. So, C, sige, sagot. All right. Our answer for number 6 is letter B po. All right, declamation. Bakit ano ba ang paralanguage? Okay? So it is the non-lexical component of communication. So non-lexical meaning non-word. So pag nakarinig kayo ng word na lexical, it means word. Dictionary word, basta word, ang lexical. Okay? So, I see. Isa lang po. Oh, okay. All right. So, non-lexical component of communication. Ano ba yung lexical at non-lexical components? Lexical components would include your words. So, basta words. And then non-lexical would include, for example, your pitch, your tone, your pace of speaking. So, those are your non-lexical components. So, ano ba ang napapractice natin kapag nagde-declamation? Pag nagde-declamation, 'di ba, you have diction, you have force, you have emphasis, you have pitch, you have volume. All of these things are practiced. So hindi lang po basta yung words yung pinagbabasihan natin, but also other components. At yun po yung paralanguage, the non-word components of communication. Okay po ba? Clear po ba yon? Can we type clear if we're clear? Yes po, pitch po. Kasama po yun sa paralanguage. Are we clear? Okay po ba? Sagot po. Okay? Alright. So, clear. Alright. So, next po. The student leaders are blank in the lobby. Okay, lahat naman to all together. So, which one is it? A, B, C, or D? The student leaders are blank in the lobby. Answer po. Is it A, altogether A na magkakabit na isang L, or B, or C, or D? What is your answer for number 7? Teachers. And soon LPTs. Ano po ang sagot ninyo? 7D. Okay. D. D. Okay. D. All right. That's good po. So the answer is indeed letter D. So next po. How about number 8? Those concepts are blank confusing. A, B, C, or D? All together, which one is it? D, A, okay. All right. So what's your answer for number 8 po? A, okay. A, parehas? C, together all? Okay, B, all right. So the answer for number 8 is letter B, all together with a single L and no space. Okay? So paano ba tayo hindi malilito? What do I do about this one? So go back tayo sa number 7 ha, so that we can remember the concept. The student leaders are all together in the lobby. There's a space between all and together. So what I think about pag ito ay lahat magkakasama. Ang student leaders ay lahat space magkakasama sa lobby. Lahat sila magkakasama. So lahat and then breathe and then magkakasama. So there's a space in there. And then lahat is all, di ba? So all na complete spelling. And then let's go on to number 8. Those concepts are altogether confusing. Altogether na sunod-sunod, no breath. So that is lahat, yung mga konseptong iyon, sa pangkalahatan ay nakakalito. So sa pangkalahatan, one breath, tapos wala siyang space. Okay? So para hindi kayo malito, sa pangkalahatan, one breath, tapos walang space. Samantalang yung isa, lahat magkakasama. Lahat na all, buong spelling, and then magkakasama. So hiwalay siya doon. Alright, clear po ba tayo doon? Sa idea na yon? So, kapag lahat sila magkakasama, all space together. Kapag sa pangkalahatan, that is all together, no space, 1L. Okay? Are we clear with that? Matatandaan po ba? So, kapag ang concept niya is sa pangkalahatan, all together, 1L, no space. Okay po ba? Alright? We're following. So, sana hindi po tayo malito dito sa dalawang ito. Next po, number 9. Kea cannot understand Sir Juan's lecture because she has a headache. Which of the following barriers of communication is present? Is that physical, physiological, systematic, or psychological? Sagot po sa number 9, teachers. Is it physical, physiological, systematic, or psychological? C, okay. How about the others? A, physical. How about the others? Wala po bang ibang sagot? A? Sumagot po kayo para hindi po kayo antukin. Dahil mahaba pa po ang gabi. Ayan. D, A, okay. A, alright. So the answer for number 9 is physiological. Letter B po. Okay. So sa barriers of communication, if we're talking about physical barrier, ito po yung literal na physical barrier. Halimbawa, hindi kayo masyadong malapit, ang medyo malayo kayo sa isa't isa. So that's a physical barrier. All right? Or may ang tawag dito? So hindi masyadong malinaw yung pagkakaintindi nyo sa isa't isa dahil sa physical na mga bagay, literal na physical things po. Okay? Yung physiological, ito po yung biological factors. May sakit ako, hindi maganda yung pakiramdam ko, yun po yung physiological barrier. Yung systematic barrier naman, ito yung problem with the system of giving away the information. Halimbawa, nagka-problema sa proseso, nagkaiba po ng pagkakasabi or pagkakalipat ng message. So that is systematic. Okay. And then psychological po. All right. So, yun po. Hindi po siya physical. Ang pag sarili mo po yung may problema, meron ka pong nararamdaman, hindi ka okay, gutom ka, o kaya naman may sakit ka. So, physiological po. Physiological barrier. Okay? And then, next po, number 10. Okay. Mochi blank on the bed all day yesterday. Is it lied, lay, laid, or lie? So, Mochi blank on the bed all day yesterday. Is it lied, lay, laid, or lie? By the way, Mochi is my cat. So, alin po dito sa apat? Is it lied, lay, laid, or lie? B, C, may C, okay. May B, may A din, okay. So, nakakalito po, hindi po ba? Alright, is it lied, lay, laid, or lie? Okay. So, common po sa board exam ang mga commonly confused words. So, it's good if we have an idea about them or if we master these concepts. So, A, C, alright. Answer po sa number 10 ay letter B po, lay. Bakit po lay? Meron po tayong dalawang uri ng lie, L-I-E, present form. Ang lie po na present form ay pwedeng magsinungaling o kaya yung humiga, humilata, ganon, lie. So, yung lie po na magsinungaling, ang past tense niya po ay L-I-E-D, lied. Like nagsinungaling, L-I-E-D. Pero yung lie na humiga, ang past tense niya po ay L-A-Y, lay po. Okay? Meron din po tayong lay na present tense. Yung lay po na present tense ay ibaba yung isang object. Like lay something on the table or lay something on the chair. So yun po yung present niya. At ang past niya po ay L-A-I-D. Okay? Alright. So, clear po ba yon? Alright. Sulat po natin ha. Okay, we have lie, Ito po yung present. Pag past po, ito pong una na past form na lied, yan po yung nagsinungaling. Ito pong lay, ito po yung past na humiga. Okay? And then yung lay na present, nakamukha ng past ng lie. Ang past tense naman po niya ay ito pong laid na ito. Okay po ba tayo? Clear po yan? Okay, clear po. Sige. That's good. And now let's proceed to our next question. Okay. All right, number 11. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Which Shakespearean play was the passage taken from? Okay, alin po sa mga play ni William Shakespeare ang pinanggalingan ng line na ito? Mukha pong pang-English major, hindi po ba? Pero tinatanong po sa Gen Ed English. So, the quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Which Shakespearean play was the passage taken from? Sabi po ni Miss Jenilyn ay B po. Sabi po ni Miss Eliza, letter B daw. Okay, B. Alright. Sabi din po ni Miss April May. Oy, nagkasundo ang madlang people for today for this question. Okay. So that's correct po. This is from The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare. Overview, ang Merchant of Venice ay tungkol po sa Muslim versus Christian po or Jew. Nagkautang po yung isang Jew sa isang Christian at sa isang Muslim at ang gusto ng Muslim na bayad ay pound of flesh galing sa malapit sa puso niya. So yun po yung parang overview po ng play na ito. Okay? And the next po ay same passage. All right. Okay. The same passage po. And what is the meaning of the passage? Is it mercy should only be given to the deserving? Mercy should be freely given. God is the exclusive giver of mercy, or the seeker of mercy should repent and change his ways. Ano po ang answer nyo sa number 12? Okay. Para hindi po maghalo-halo yung answers, let's type 12 and then yung letter po. Okay? What's your answer po for number 12? Okay, B po, sabi ni Kim Ocampo. B din po, sabi ni Miss Marijo. And B din po, sabi ni Eliza. D po, sabi ni Miss Marilyn. Sabi po ni Miss Genevieve P. Sabi po ni Miss April C. Okay, wala lang tayong A, pero meron lahat yung iba. Okay, ano po yung sagot po natin dito? It is letter B po. Mercy should be freely given. Kung matagal na po kayo sa channel ni Sir Melvin, nadidiscuss niya po ito dati. And bakit nga po ba mercy should be freely given? Kapag po ba umaambon galing sa langit, kasi sabi 'di ba, it drops like the gentle rain from heaven. Meron po bang pinipili ang mababagsakan ng tubig? Wala po, 'di ba? So it is freely given to anybody, everybody. Hindi importante kung nagrepent ba, hindi importante kung deserving ba. So according to this passage, mercy is given to everyone freely. Yun po. Okay? So letter B po. Okay. Good job po. So it seems may na-review naman na po kayo from English Gen Ed. So that's good. And next po. Shane is an angel of delight. This is an example of what figure of speech, simile, metaphor, personification, or metonymy. So alin po? Simile, metaphor, personification, or metonymy. Answer po for number 13. So what is your answer po? Figure of speech, yan po yung laging meron sa Gen Ed English. At lagi rin pong meron sa Majorship English. Okay. So, alright. Meron po tayong A po, sabi ni Miss Ruchel. First time ko nakakita ng ganong name. Interesting. Miss Jovi, letter B. Metaphor po, sabi ni Miss Jaira. Okay. So, sabi po ni Sir Anthony, letter C. So, ano po kaya talaga ang answer dito? Answer po natin is metaphor. Okay, metaphor po siya. Bakit? First po, bago kayo sumagot ng simile at metaphor dyan, tingnan nyo muna po kung meron bang comparison. So, meron bang comparison? Yes po. Shane is being compared to angel of delight. Ngayon, dun sa comparison na yun, kung gumamit ng as, like, or similar to, yun po ay simile. Pero dahil wala po Dito po tayo sa metaphor. Okay? So there is comparison, wala pong as, like, at, similar to. Okay? So letter B po tayo sa 13. Okay. So next po, number 14. A deafening silence ensued. The underlined phrase is an example of metonymy, hyperbole, oxymoron, or onomatopoeia. Ano po ang sagot nyo dito sa number 14? Deafening silence ba ay metonymy, hyperbole, oxymoron, or onomatopoeia? Ano po yung answer po natin sa 14? Sabi po ni Mr. Gladizar, letter B daw po, hyperbole. C po sabi ni Miss Abigail, si Miss Rachel po B, tapos Miss Jelly C. Okay, ano po kaya ang sagot? Alright, iba-iba po yung sagot natin for this question. Ayan. Lumalabas din po ito sa Gen Ed English. At ang correct answer po for number 14 ay letter C po, oxymoron. Okay? So, bakit siya oxymoron? Ano ba ang oxymoron? Ito ay dalawang magkatabing salita na magkaiba ang kahulugan. So, two words, two conjoined words that are different or opposite in meaning. Tulad ng deafening, 'di ba nakakabingi? Tapos katahimikan, silence. In Filipino, this is called kabalintunaan, 'di ba? So, um parang ganun. Pero I think kabalintunaan is irony, so it has a similar concept. Pero ano bang pagkakaiba ng irony at saka ng oxymoron? Kapag po irony, ito po ay either situation o kaya words pero hindi po siya magkakabit at hindi po magkasunod. Kapag po oxymoron, magkasunod po talaga sila beside each other. So deafening, silence. Deafening nakakabingi, silence ay tahimik. So magkaibang concept. Okay po tayo? So ganun po yung oxymoron. So letter C po ang number 14. Okay po ba? Are we clear with that? Okay po tayo? Following? Kahit hindi English major, ay following din po? Okay, I hope so. And proceed na po tayo. So, she is like a phantom of the night. This is an example of a simile, a metaphor, personification, or metonymy. Okay, heart din po, Miss Jaira. So, sabi po ni Miss Rachel, yes, nakakasunod daw po. That's awesome. And dahil po nakakasunod kayo, sagutan po natin ang number 15. Is it simile, metaphor, personification, or metonymy? A, okay. A. Alright, A. Simile. Okay po, sabi ni Miss Jovi, A. April, May, A. Okay. Nikigan. A. So, A po ang sagot ng lahat. Tama po yun. Letter A po tayo. So, like a phantom of delight. So, dahil po meron tayong like, simile po yun. Okay. So, next na po tayo para madami po tayong madiscuss. Annabel Lee was written by a great poet named William Faulkner, O. Henry, George Eliot, or E.A. Poe. Sagot po sa number 16. Sino po ang author ng Annabel Lee? Is it Faulkner, Henry, Eliot, or Poe? D. Okay, D. Alright. So, dahil alam niyo po, let's proceed na para madami po tayong madiscuss. So, ang tama po yun, E.A. Poe po ang writer ng Annabel Lee or author ng Annabel Lee. Ano pa ba ang kanyang written works? Meron din po siyang The Raven po. Ayan, so The Raven, E.A. Poe. He is known for horror stories. So anything na gothic or horror, E.A. Poe po yung sasagot niyo doon. Okay? So next po, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. So ito po ay isa sa mga lines galing dun sa poetry niya. Ano po yung sagot nyo? This line is an example of a hyperbole, an onomatopoeia, a personification, or a metonymy. So alin po dito ang ginamit na figurative language for number 17? Sagot po, 17, A daw po, sabi ni Miss Janeline. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Kasi letter G, so I'm not sure. C daw po, sabi ni Miss Maria Angeline. Okay? So, sabi po ni Guy, Not sure kung sir or ma'am. 17C. C daw po. Okay. All right. So 17D po, sabi ni Miss Janen. And, oh, Janeline. Okay. That's good. So, the answer po for this one is letter C. Okay. Bakit C? Read it very carefully. The wind came out of the cloud by night. Is chilling and killing. So yung wind daw, parang tinatakot niya, pinapatay niya si Annabelle Lee. So it is given a human characteristic or a human ability. So personification po tayo. And anyway, the others are very far from being the correct answer. So letter C po tayo. Next is 18. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. This came from the same poetry. Is it onomatopoeia, simile, alliteration, or personification? So, alin po ang ginamit na figurative language for number 18? Answer po tayo for 18. Is it onomatopoeia, simile, alliteration, or personification? Ano po ang ginamit nilang figurative language? C po, sabi ni Lawrence Olieres. Okay. Sabi po ni Ma'am Jovi, ni Guy at ni Jaira at I letter A. Sabi po ni Sir Anthony C. Okay. Ano po kaya ang sagot na? A or C? Parang 50-50 po ang audience natin. May A, may C. So, alin kaya? The answer for this one po is letter C. Alliteration. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng alliteration? Alliteration yung figurative language na merong paulit-ulit na initial consonant sound. Tulad po nitong, okay, let's annotate that. Half, and, oh, sorry. Half, happy, and heaven. Okay? So, lahat po sila, nag-uumpisa po sila sa letter H. So, half, ayaw niya mag-annotate. Never mind. Anyway, so, yun po. Half and happy and heaven. Paulit-ulit na H, so alliteration. Saan pa tayo madalas nakakakita kaya ng alliteration? You have any idea, audience? Ano ang usual na naririnig natin or nakikita na merong alliteration? What kind of pieces? So, madami nito sa Cocomelon. Ano po yung usual na may alliteration? Last board exam, March 2023, meron po dong row, row, row your boat. So, yun po ay tula, yes. Poem, yes. Or nursery rhymes as well. So nursery rhymes, tongue twisters, these have a lot of alliterations like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So that's P P P P P. So that is alliteration. Okay? Okay na po tayo? All right. So let's go on to our next question, number 19. Okay. Mi ultimo adios is an example of a or an sonnet, elegy, journal, or song. Yes. So is Mi Ultimo Adios a sonnet, an elegy, a journal, or a song? Ano po ang sagot nyo? Elegy. Okay, how about the others? Elegy. Okay. Meron pong sonnet. Okay. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sabi po ni Lekigan. Yes po. That is an alliteration as well. Elegy, elegy. Okay, elegy. All right. May A din po, may sonnet, may elegy. Okay, so may sonnet, may elegy. Okay naman na yun yung choices po natin, sonnet and elegy. That is totally not a journal and not a song. Okay po tayo sa elimination. And ang sagot po dito ay elegy po. Actually, iba-iba po. Yes, opo. Iba-iba po ang sagot dito galing sa iba-ibang sources. But I would like to give you my perspective on why I stick to elegy as the answer for number 19. First of all, I saw this source from Inquirer.net. They discussed Mi Ultimo Adios and they called it an elegy. Straight up, they called it an elegy. We also have a source from ABS-CBN where they also called it an elegy. Okay. Let us have a side-by-side comparison of a real sonnet and Mi Ultimo Adios. So you can clearly see that something is a sonnet if you count the lines and they equal to 14. But if we count the lines of Mi Ultimo Dios, sobra-sobra po siya sa 14. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Each stanza 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. So parang ganun po. It's more than 14. So yun po ang perspective ko why I am sticking to elegy. And of course, ang advice ko po lagi kapag may nagtatanong sa akin tungkol sa board exam, convince yourself that the answer is correct. Hindi po dahil sabi ng top-notcher, yun yung sagot, or sabi ng review center, yun yung sagot. Ang pinakamalaking factor po para matandaan nyo yung sagot is that you are fully convinced that it is correct. So, kung medyo skeptical po kayo, iba-iba po yung sinasabi ng sources, you can do the research yourself. Convince yourself para hanggang board exam, alam mo, meron kang confidence na tama yung sagot mo. Okay po? So, let us proceed na. So, 20. So, who wrote Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening? Is it E.A. Poe, Robert Frost, William Shakespeare, or Christopher Marlowe? Sino po ang nagsulat ng Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening? Answer po on the chat box. Number 20. Is it Poe, Frost, Shakespeare, or Marlowe? D, Marlowe. Okay. How about the others? B, Frost. C, Shakespeare. Okay, B. Alright, C. Meron pong B, C, D. Sabi po ni Miss J, B daw po. Sabi ni Miss Cherilyn, B po. Sabi din po ni Miss Janen, B po. At ni Miss Abigail. Okay. Ayun. So, meron tayong ibang answer. Sabi po ni Mr. Lawrence, D daw po. So, ang answer po natin dito ay Robert Frost. Okay? So, Robert Frost po ang author nito. Next po tayo. 21. Nobody blank anchovies on pizza. So, ano po ang sagot natin sa 21? Is it like, likes, like, to like, or liking? Answer po, 21 in the chat box, please. Is it likes, like, to like, or liking? Okay, meron pong A. Sabi po ni Miss Cherilyn, Angeline. Sabi ni Miss Jenny Carr. And, alright, Jaira, Fran. Okay, lahat po, ang sagot po ay letter A. And that is correct because nobody is a singular indefinite pronoun. So, okay na po tayo doon. Alright? So, review din po natin yung singular and plural indefinite pronouns. Okay, next po. 22. What punctuation mark is the most appropriate to use in the salutation of a business letter? Business letter po, semicolon, comma, period, or colon. Ano po ang sagot natin sa 22? What punctuation mark is the most appropriate for the salutation of a business letter? So, B daw po, sabi ni Miss Charlie. Miss Charlie? Okay. How about the others? Ano po yung sagot for 22? Okay, B po, sabi ni Miss Marilyn, comma, okay. How about the others? Ano po ba ang clue word natin dito? Comma, comma, okay. So, all right. Okay. So, salutation. Anong part po ba yung salutation? Can you give me an example of a salutation in the chat box? Salutation for kahit kanino po. Is there any example? Chat box, please. Alright. So, ang sagot po dito ay B po, colon. Alright. So, meron po tayong ibang choices. Pwede po tayong mag-comma. Pero sa business letter po, ang most appropriate po ay colon. So, colon po kasi ang pinaka-formal na gamitin. So, doon po tayo. Okay? So, greeting. Medyo magkaiba po yung salutation at saka greeting. Salutation, like, dear ma'am, dear sir, colon. Okay? So, colon po tayo pag business letter. Pag friendly or casual letter, a comma would do. All right. So, next po, 23. All right. What research concept is concerned with choosing whether the study will be qualitative, quantitative, or mixed? Is that research design, research methodology, research approach, or research technique? So alin po for number 23? Which concept daw po yung nagde-define kung qualitative, quantitative, or mixed? Tingnan po natin kung alin po sa audience natin ang hindi binuhat ng research. So, alin po? B, is it methodology? Okay. How about the others? Sabi po ni Miss Maria, A. Sabi po ni Miss Jenny Carr, Mary Jo, Marilyn, Anthony, B daw po, sabi ni Gladizar ay A, at may B din po, galing kay James, Jaira at Jendeline po ay A. So ano pong sagot? Ang tamang sagot po ay none of the above dun sa mga sinagot nyo. Ito po ay approach po. Research approach po ang qualitative, quantitative, or mixed. So yun lang po yung tatandaan nyo pag approach. Qualitative, quantitative, mixed. Yun po yung ating clue words. So ano po yung design? Design po yung blueprint or plan on how how you're going to answer the research question. So yun po yung plano nyo, or general plan is the design. Methodology is your specific procedures, your hows, or the process on how to achieve that blueprint above. Okay? So design, tapos for you to achieve that design, you have specific procedures which is called your methodology. At kung qualitative, quantitative, or mixed ay research approach. Okay po tayo? So pakitandaan po ito because mahilig po sa research ang let. So yun po. Okay po. Are we okay? Are we following? Can we chat down okay? Kung nakikinig pa po tayo at kung nakakasunod po tayo sa discussion. Alright? Or kung tinatamad mag-type, thumbs up is fine. So, are we okay? Okay, okay pa daw po. Sabi po ni Miss Maria Angeline. All right, so let's proceed to 24. You should try to get over your carnal desires. The underlined word means bold, selfish, worldly, or spiritual. Alin po sa mga sumusunod ang ibig sabihin or synonym ng carnal? Is it bold, selfish, worldly, or spiritual? Okay, A, B, C, or D for 24. C, okay, sabi po ni Miss Maria Angeline. Okay, how about the others? Kim C, sabi po ni Kim Ocampo. Eden, okay, sabi po ni Miss Jaira, selfish, that's B. Alright, C, may D po, sabi po ni Cheryl at ni Anthony ay spiritual. Okay? So, carnal po ay worldly desires. So, ang tinatawag po natin na carnal sins, yan po yung may kinalaman sa sexual desires or any desire na meron ka na worldly. So, your fleshly desires, those are carnal. Okay? So, carnal is worldly. All right. So, let us go over some vocabulary words that we can see in the licensure examination. Okay, ngayon naman po, wala tayong choices. I would like you to get the context clue and then try nyo pong hulaan kung ano po yung word na synonymous po sa kanya. Game po? Okay, let's press thumbs up if game po kayo dun. Let's see how wide your vocabularies are. All right? Let's do herald. 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 So the herald spread the news about the birth of Jesus. So herald. Okay, game daw, sabi ni Miss April. The herald spread the news about the birth of Jesus. Herald is a what in that sense? Okay, the herald spread the news about the birth of Jesus. Okay, that's good. Messenger or a noun. So in noun form, that is messenger. In verb form, that is a noun. Okay, ang galing po ni Miss Maria Angeline. So let's do hiatus. I was on hiatus from my review for 3 months, so I was not able to understand all the concepts. It is so hard to recover from that hiatus. So hiatus is what? I was on hiatus for 3 months. Okay. So ano po? Lapse. All right. Lapse, gap, pause. Okay, yun po yung hiatus. Interval, okay. Okay, pretty good. So next is congregate. So I think like some religions would call their circle a congregation. Why is that? A congregation. So what is congregate? Um, I would like to congregate um, my church mates to discuss about our next party. Mental block? Ay. Okay, ministry, all right. Group, okay. So group, gather, group po na verb, group or gather. So that is congregate, all right? So next is hubbub. When you become a teacher in DepEd where there are hundreds of students in the room, you want them to stop the hubbub coming from them playing all the lato-latos like that. So hubbub means what? Okay. Can you stop this hubbub coming from you playing that lato-lato game? All right. Hubbub is noise. All right. That's right. Okay. Noise po. And then sepulcher. All right. So I came to the cemetery and ran across a man who was cleaning a sepulcher. Sepulcher po ay ano? Any synonym for that? So, okay. Ang galing naman po. Diba? Pag lato-lato, noise agad. Or hubbub. Tome. Okay. Tome po or grave. So that is sepulcher. All right. So next is conflagrate. Okay. So when you put gasoline on something, it's easy to conflagrate. Sagot? Okay. All right. Tama po kayo dun sa previous one. Oh, a monument. Monument. Pwede rin, pero most likely tomb or grave. All right. Large fire, okay. Or to catch fire. All right. Tama po si Miss Eliza. Flammable. Maria Angeline. Okay, so these are very close. Basta fire, conflagrate. Okay. So next is credulous. A lot of people are selling review materials online, so we should not be credulous. All right. A lot of questions in the let are tricky, so you should not be credulous. So credulous means what? Okay. So we do have a lot of tricky questions in the let, so you should not be credulous. Believe, okay. So, but if you notice, the usage was more like an adjective, right? So pag madali maniwala, that is gullible or easy to fall. Okay? So, yes, gullible or easy to fall. So, wag po tayong credulous pagdating sa board exam. Baka mamaya kinonfusing lang yung tanong ng kaunti ay nawala na yung review. So, hindi po tayo ganun. Alright. So, that is gullible. Madaling lokohin. Wag po tayong ganun. Kasi sayang ang pangarap pag madaling lokohin. Anyway, remuneration. If the teachers who are watching me right now pass the board exam with flying colors, they will have more opportunities for jobs with good remuneration. So ano po ang ibig sabihin ng remuneration? If you pass the board with flying colors, you will have more opportunities for jobs with good remuneration. Remuneration means, okay. So next po tayo. Salary, okay. Maria Angeline, payment. All right. Sabi po ni Miss Sherilyn, payment. Pay, rewards, okay. Those are very close. Exactly. The board uses compensation. All right. Pero pwede na rin yung salary, reward. At least you got the point. So that is compensation, remuneration. Okay. So next po is alacrity. Rather than being nervous or afraid to take the board exam, Sir Melvin convinces us to take it with alacrity. So ano po ang ibig sabihin ng alacrity? All right. Instead of taking the board with fear and anxiety, Sir Melvin advises us to take the board with alacrity. Eagerness, okay, sabi po ni Miss Cherilyn. Courage, okay, sabi po ni Miss Jovi. So, J. All right. So the answer po is very close. Eagerness. That is also correct. So enthusiasm or zeal. Okay. So we're taking the board with enthusiasm kasi alam natin yung sagot dyan. Okay. So next, let's go to pulchritude. All right. Pulchritude. Um, all right. I watched Binibining Pilipinas and witnessed amazing pulchritude from the women of the Philippines. Okay? Ano po ang pulchritude? Alright, tama po si Miss Jana. That is beauty. Alright. Kung nanood po kayo ng Aquila and the Bee, so ito po yung isa dun sa mga final words na nispell niya po nung final game nila. So, beautiful or beauty. Okay, so physical beauty is pulchritude. And fortnight. Um, During the last fortnight before the board exam, I was overly anxious. So, all right, fortnight. During the last fortnight before the board exam, I was overly anxious. Okay. So, sabi ko kanina, um, dapat may alacrity, but actually, I was anxious about it. So, last fortnight. Alam po natin? Fortnight? No idea? Worry. Okay, last fortnight before the board. So this is time po ito. Fortnight is 2 weeks. All right. So 2 weeks. Okay po. Next set. All right. Loquacious. All right. So I think that I am a good fit in this profession because I am loquacious. All right. What is the meaning of loquacious? All right. Okay. Verbose. Alright, eksakto po, Miss Genevieve. Verbose, madaldal. Yun, madaldal po tayo. Pero okay naman yun. Maybe. Anyway, profanity. Um, Facebook lacks screening for posts with profanity. Okay, so what does profanity mean? Alright, so profanity is Facebook. Alright, obscenity. Ang galing ni Miss Genevieve. Papasa na siya kahit bukas siya mag-take. Alright. So next is baduy. Alright, this is a Filipino term, but sometimes they also ask that for in Gened English. So what is the English counterpart of baduy? This the slang baduy. Okay. Kapag baduy manamit, that is awkward looking. Alright, perfect. So that is awkward looking. All right. So that is from Miss Genevieve. Forma over substance. Not quite. Pag baduy kasi is awkward looking. Pag forma over substance, I believe this is like a prof ed concept. More like halimbawa, ang ganda ng lesson plan mo. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-format, ang ganda ng presentation, pero wala siyang masyadong input. Hindi masyadong useful yung content. That is forma over substance. But awkward looking is like pangit tingnan, diba? Baduy. All right, so let's have the next one. Shilly-shally. Are you still shilly-shallying on whether you're going to take the board exam on September? Are you still shilly-shallying about taking the board exam on September? Okay, what's your answer? Teachers, shilly-shally is? Okay. Answer po. Are you still shilly-shallying? Okay, so shilly-shally. Sabi ni Adan, I undecided, indecisive. Okay, all right. So next is first rate. First rate. Okay. Do we need a sentence for this one? Oh, okay. All right. This chat section or comment section will produce first rate teachers. Okay? So first rate is, any guess? Okay po tayo? That is? Okay. High quality. All right. So first rate po is high quality. Kaya yung sinabi dun sa, top, excellent. Okay, so those are similar words to high quality. Kaya nung sinabi, you are a second-rate, trying hard, copycat. Ang second-rate po doon, ibig sabihin low quality or inferior quality. Alright? So next po ay apocalyptic. The last book of the Bible is apocalyptic. It tells us about what is going to happen in the future. So, okay, highest quality, sabi ni Miss Maricar. How about apocalyptic po? So the last book of the Bible, Revelation, tells us about what will happen in the future. So apocalyptic means, okay, yes, Revelation is indeed an apocalyptic book. But okay, so prophecy, all right. But because our word is an adjective, we turn that into an adjective prophetic. Okay. So next is rancor. Um, when I had COVID-19, everything tasted rancor. So, all right. Hello po sa mga watching and thank you so much for participating. All right. When I had COVID-19, everything tasted rancor. You have to tell your friend not to be very rancor. So, ano po yung rancor? All right. Any guess po? When I had COVID, everything tasted okay. Bitterness. Bitter. Rancor is bitter. All right. Sabi po yan ni Miss Genevieve. Yes, bitter. Wag po silang bitter. Okay. And the next is, oh, eto na. Since it's already there, tedious means slow and boring. Okay. I hope you don't find watching this live tedious. So I hope it is the opposite of tedious. Okay. So next, let's go colossal. All right. So colossal. All right. Well, I went to Manila and saw a colossal building with beautiful decorations. Colossal means okay, big or massive or huge. Okay. So sabi po yan ni Mr. Christian. All right, that's right. And last one, upbraided. If you if you fail the board exam, are you going to be upbraided by your parents? If you fail the board, are you going to be upbraided by your parents? Upbraided means you are watching TikTok videos instead of reviewing for the board. You deserve to be upbraided. So what is upbraided? Okay. Style, scold. Yes po. So upbraided is scolded. All right. So those are the let vocabulary that hopefully you will learn by heart so that if they appear on the board exam, it'll be easy for you to answer them. Okay, let's proceed to our next question. Number 25. Oh, favorite ng board exam ang tanong na to. What is the real name of George Eliot? Is it Lewis Carroll, Mary Ann Evans, Jane Austen, or Eric Arthur Blair? What is the real name of George Eliot? Okay. What is George Eliot's real name? Is it B daw po, sabi ni Miss Jahanen, Genevieve B din, Kim Ocampo B din, Abigail B. All right. So everybody says B. Angeline C daw. So B. Okay. That's good. All right. Meron na po kayong isang tamang sagot sa board exam. That is Mary Ann Evans. At favorite nila, lagi na lang nasa board exam daw ito. So, as far as I remember, meron din nung season namin sa Gen Ed. Next, pseudonyms. Okay. I wonder if you know them. Let's try. Mark Twain. What is Mark Twain's real name? That is SC. Merong bang may alam? Mark Twain's real name is SC. Okay, that is Samuel Clemens. Okay, that's good. All right, ang galing po ni Miss Genevieve. Magta-top yata siya. So, next is George Orwell. Nabanggit ko kanina sa choices, I think. So, George Orwell, EAB. EAB. So, ano po ang real name ni George Orwell? Okay. George Orwell na po tayo. Ano pong name niya talaga? Walang idea? Okay. That is Eric Arthur Blair. That is his, yes, George Orwell's real name. So next is Lewis Carroll. Okay. Lewis Carroll, This is Charles Ludwig Dodson. Okay? Next po is O. Henry. Ito ay isa pa ring favorite din ng board exam. Let's see if you know them. So, next po. O. Henry, real name ni O. Henry I. What is O. Henry's real name? Tinatanong po ito ng board sa Gen Ed at sa English majors. So, ano po? William Sidney Porter. Very good po. All right, Porter. Okay. So, next is Dr. Seuss. That is Theodore Seuss Geisel. George Eliot. Kanina ay Mary Ann Evans. J.K. Rowling, writer ng Harry Potter, ay Joanne Kathleen Rowling. At Currer, Ellis, Acton Bell. Sino ba yung tatlong tao na may C, E, at saka A? Those are the Bronte sisters. That is Charlotte Bronte, Emily Bronte, and Anne Bronte. So, basta dun sa Bell, yung three sisters. At equivalent lang ng name nila, yung initial letter. Currer for Charlotte, E for Emily, Ellis, and then Acton, and then. So, saan ba sila kilala? Si Mark Twain, Huckleberry Finn, George Orwell is 1984 and Animal Farm. Yan. So Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland. Yan. So O. Henry, Gift of the Magi. So okay, ayan po yung mga authors na ito. Okay? So, speaking of J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter madalas din lumalabas sa board. Pero anyway, sa English majors naman madalas. So, next po. 26. It is the smallest unit of sound. Is that a morpheme, allomorph, phoneme, or allophone? Ano po ang smallest unit of sound? This is a concept in linguistics. So ano po ang smallest unit of sound? Ano po ang sagot nyo? C po, sabi ni Angeline Soriano, phoneme. Okay. How about the others? Phoneme daw, sabi ni Miss Abigail. Okay. All right, sabi ni Miss Marijo, phoneme. Charlie said it's A, morpheme. Then D, allophone. Okay, so the answer for this one is phoneme. Okay, so tandaan nyo lang po, sound, phone, phone. All right, so bakit hindi allophone? Ang allophone po kasi ay variety ng phonemes. So, like P, di ba yung sound ng P lang. So, allophone, yung variety niya, halimbawa yung P na may H. Anyway, that's major in English thing. So, basta ang allophone ay variety niya. So, ang pinaka-smallest unit talaga ay phoneme. Alright, next is, it is a meaningful unit of language that cannot be divided. Is that a morpheme, an allomorph, a phoneme, or an allophone? So, ano po ang sagot natin for 27? Sagot po kayo! Ano po ang meaningful unit of language that is indivisible? Is that morpheme, allomorph, phoneme, or allophone? A po, morpheme, sabi ni Miss Angeline Soriano, LPT. So, ano po ang next? April, May, sabi po niya A, Maria Angeline A. Okay, that's good. So, that is a morpheme po. Morpheme yung smallest unit of language na hindi na nade-divide pa. Halimbawa, mislead. So, yung lead na root word, tapos yung miss na prefix doon. Yung miss doon, meron siyang meaning, di ba? It's a meaningful unit because miss means not, di ba? Or not, no, ganyan. So, yung lead naman, meron din siyang meaning. So, those are two morphemes. And the next po is 28. It is the study of language use. Is that pragmatics, allomorph, phonemics, or allophone? What is the study of language use according to our comment section? 28, answer po. Ano po ang sagot nyo sa number 28? A daw po. Pragmatics, sabi ni Miss Angelica. Jonaline says A. Pragmatics. Okay po. Alright. Sabi ni Miss Hanani ay C po. Phonemics. Alright. Most of the people answered letter A. That's great because the answer is letter A. Pragmatics. Ano ba ang pragmatics sa Prof Ed? Di ba ang pragmatics ay something that is practical. So kapag practical, use yon nagagamit. So practical use ay pragmatics. Okay. So next ay the study of the formation of a sentence is called phonemics, morphemics, semantics, or syntax? Ano po ang sagot sa 29 ng ating comment section of teachers? So is that phonemics, morphemics, semantics, or syntax? Alright, letter B daw po, sabi ni Miss Genevieve. B daw. Okay, sabi ni Miss Jelly, ay B din. Maria Angeline said D, syntax. Merong semantics from Gladizar. Okay. Alright, so ang sagot po natin dito ay syntax po. So syntax is the formation of sentence. Anyway, dalawa lang naman talaga ang pagpipilian natin dito kasi phonemics ay something to do with sound. Ang morphemics ay na-discuss natin yung morpheme na smallest unit ng word na may meaning, 'di ba? So meaning ang morphemics is like forming words, okay? With meanings. And then next is semantics or syntax. So dalawa silang letter S, kaya madaming nako-confuse dito. Tingnan niyo na lang yung semantics dahil meron siyang M, ibig sabihin po nun meaning. So ang semantics po yung study ng meaning. Okay? So syntax naman yung formation of sentence. Para matanggal nyo na yung isang S. Alright, sentence S, syntax. Huwag yung semantics kasi may M yon, meaning yon. Alright? So syntax po, formation of a sentence, putting words together. Basta yan po, syntax po yun. Okay? So next is 30. This is the highness or lowness of sound na nakita ko kanina sa comment section from somebody. Is that pitch, volume, intonation, or stress? What is the highness or lowness of sound? Is that pitch, volume, intonation, or stress? Sabi po ni Miss Jelly, A, pitch. How about the others po? What is the highness or lowness of sound called? Okay, pitch. All right, pitch. Okay. So, sige. All right, tama po tayo. Kaya sabi po ni Ma'am Chovy ay C, intonation. Oh, okay. May B din po tayo, sabi ni Lekiga. All right. So, sorry pag minsan wala pong ma'am or sir, pag confused po ako sa gender. Sorry. So, iyan po. Ang answer po natin ay pitch po. Ang pitch po yung highness or lowness. Volume ay loudness or softness. Ang intonation ay rising or falling. At ang stress po ang placement po ng emphasis. Okay? So, stress like produce versus produce. So, magkaiba sila ng stress. So, that is highness, lowness, pitch, loudness, softness, volume, rising, falling, intonation, placement of emphasis is stress. Okay? So next po tayo, number 31. It is the branch of linguistics that deals with systems of sounds. So what is the branch of linguistics that deals with the systems of sounds? Is that phonemes, phonology, phonemic awareness, or phonetics? Ano po ang answer natin? Sa 31, A, B, C, or D? Okay, I see B from Miss Maria Angeline. B po ay phonology. Okay, C ay phonemic awareness. Sabi po ni Miss Angeline. Sabi po ni Miss J ay B, phonology. Okay, the answer is phonology. Okay. So again, there is sounds and then system of sounds. Marami nalilito, phonology, phonetics. So gawin niyo po ganito. Tick, 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 tick. Okay. So phonetics is yung like production ng sound galing sa physical body niyo. Like tick, tick. Ganun na lang kayo. Okay? Para hindi kayo malito. So, yung throat nyo yung nagpo-produce ng sound na yun. So that is physical. So ang phonetics po, how sounds are made by the physical body. So that is phonetics. Pag phonology po, ito yung most abstract na concept na naiintindihan natin na yung letter B, meron siyang sound na ba in our brain. So phonology is more abstract. It's a system of sounds in our head. Samantalang yung phonetics po ay ito po yung physical. Yung pag-study sa kung alin man yung nagpo-produce ng sound. Is that the lips? Is it the teeth? Is it the tongue? Is it the larynx? So these things are concerned with phonetics. Okay po. So gawin niyo po tick, 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 tick. Para pag po phonetic, yun po yung sa physical. Okay. So next one is drills. Okay, let's see if you remember. You can say it aloud, you can type it kung sobrang bilis niyo mag-type, but let's do these drills. Okay, so father of modern communication is Graham Bell. All right. Father of purposive communication is Aristotle. Okay. Touch, touch. Wala na pong nagtatype, di na nila kaya. All right, so touch is haptics. Haptics like haplos, touch, di ba? Haptics, okay? So next po, problem solved abruptly. Merong makina na lumabas galing sa langit, deus ex machina. The next, previous patient notes na nag-interact yung nurse dun sa ibang medical practitioners. That is interim notes. All right. Deafening silence, nakabibinging katahimikan is an oxymoron. Okay, sige, type kayo dyan. All right, next is the writer of Annabelle Lee is a horror stories writer, that is E.A. Poe. All right, next is Mi Ultimo Adios. Is it a sonnet or an elegy? Kayo po ang bahala, pero the answer ko po is elegy. All right. Next is the real name of George Eliot. That is Mary Ann Evans. Next is the smallest unit of sound. Okay, sorry po ang bilis. Replay nyo na lang po because madami pa po tayong di-discuss. So, smallest unit of sound, phonemes. Okay, sorry. Phonemes. And then language use po ay pragmatics. All right. Next ay meaning, study of meaning. Dalawa lang silang S, yung may MI, semantics. All right. So sentence order information, that is syntax. All right. Next is system of sounds in your head. Abstract system of sounds. This is phonology. Okay. How sounds are made. That is phonetics. All right. So next ay, oh Henry, anong pangalan niya? William Sidney Porter. Okay. So, hopefully po, okay pa po kayo. Okay po ba tayo? Let's give this a thumbs up kung okay pa po tayo at nakakasabay pa at kaya pa po umasa sa board exam. Alright? So, thumbs up po kung okay na po tayo at ready na mag-proceed. Let's give this a thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Let's proceed with number 32. You should buy drinks for George and I, me, mine, or myself. Okay. You should buy drinks for George and I, me, mine, or myself. Which personal pronoun should we use for this one? So is it I, me, mine, or myself? Me. Okay, sabi po ni Miss Maria. How about the others? Me. Sabi po ni Miss Janen. Jennicar, me din daw po. Me, okay, that's good. Miss Jelly then. All right, so everybody said me. That is correct po. Because me is an objective pronoun, meaning nasa object part siya. Nasaan ba ang object? Diba subject, verb, object. Kaya ang pagkatapos ng verb, gagamitin po natin yung objective form. So ang verb ay should buy. Yung me po, nasa pagkatapos niya na. So that is me po. Kapag nandun sa subject part, I po. Okay? Before the verb, I. After the verb, me. Okay? So, yun lang po yun. Tama naman kayo. So, proceed tayo. Okay. Oh, by the way, myself, ay gagamitin nyo lang po kapag ang subject po ay I. So, I should buy drinks for George and myself. Alright. Pero dahil iba po yung subject dito, hindi po natin gagamitin yung D. Okay? So, next po, go tayo sa number 33. It is a symbolic fictional account that conveys meaning beyond the literal. Is that fiction, allegory, apostrophe, or figurative meaning? It is a symbolic fictional account that conveys meaning beyond the literal. So, sagot po sa chat box. Is it A, B, C, or D? D daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Jaira ay figurative meaning. A daw po, sabi ni Miss Genevieve, that's fiction. Alright, D daw po, figurative. Alright, so madami pong nagsasabi na figurative meaning po ang sagot dito. Ang sagot po dito ay letter B po. That is allegory. Okay. Bakit hindi figurative meaning, ma'am? Kasi po, ang allegory po ay symbolic fictional account. Ang figurative meaning, they are not always like symbolic. Yung allegory kasi, tulad ng allegory of the cave ni Plato, so meron talaga siyang specific symbolism. Ang figurative meaning, hindi naman siya laging may sinisimbolize. Minsan, hindi lang talaga siya straight to the point. Okay? Alright? So, okay, yun po. So, symbolic fictional account pati. So, figurative din minsan hindi naman siya fictional lagi, 'di ba? Like, I okay. Alright, so hold on. Nagka-mental block tuloy ako. Pero hindi lahat ng figurative meaning ay fictional. Okay, like, we have to break the ice. So, ibig sabihin lang naman nun, kailangan natin simulan yung conversation. Diba? Pero hindi naman yun fictional. So, symbolic fictional account, allegory po. Okay ba tayo? So, next is 34. Which is not true about a Pecha Kucha presentation. It is a 20 by 20 presentation. It lasts for 6 minutes and 40 seconds. It means small talk in Japanese. It is a presentation form with 20 slides for 20 seconds each. So, which is not true about Pecha Kucha. Ano po yung sagot natin? For 34, answer po kayo sa chat box. Alright. Which is not true about Pecha Kucha. A daw po, 2020. Okay, C. Sabi po ni Chris Lawrence ay small talk in Japanese. Okay, sabi po ni Ma'am May at ni Ma'am Maria Angeline ay 2020. Okay. Ang sagot po dito ay letter C po. Okay, it means small talk in Japanese. Ang ibig sabihin po ng Pecha Kucha in Japanese is chit-chat po, hindi small talk. Tapos, tama po lahat to. Basta pag Pecha Kucha 2020. So, meron kang 20 slides with 20 seconds. Pag pinagsama mo lahat yun, that's 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Alright? So, ang ibig sabihin po niya ay chit-chat in Japanese. And the next po is 35. Oh, Captain, my Captain is an example of a metonymy, synecdoche, apostrophe, onomatopoeia. Sagot po sa 35. Oh, Captain, my Captain is an example of metonymy, synecdoche, apostrophe, or onomatopoeia. Apostrophe daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Jelly. 35, okay. Sabi po ni Ma'am Maria Angeline ay synecdoche. Sabi po ni Charlie ay C, apostrophe. Sabi po ni Ma'am Joby ay metonymy. Ma'am Janan po, apostrophe. Okay, si Anthony, Sir Anthony ay metonymy. Ang sagot po dito ay letter C po. C is apostrophe. Ano po ba ibig sabihin ng apostrophe? Apostrophe po yung kinakausap mo yung hindi ka naman sasagutin. So bakit hindi siya sasagutin? Kasi the captain is dead. Alright, so that is apostrophe. Pag kinakausap mo yung hindi ka sasagutin dahil wala naman siya dyan, or hindi ka sasagutin dahil patayin na siya, o hindi ka sasagutin dahil Diyos yun. Okay? Well, of course, I'm not going against any religious beliefs here. Ang sinasabi lang po natin, hindi ka po niya kakausapin verbally, like face-to-face na ganito or anything. So, yun po yung apostrophe. Okay? So, yun po. And then next po is 36. Which is not one of the 7 C's of communication. Is it conciseness, courtesy, concreteness, or conduciveness? Ano po yung isa po hindi po isa sa 7 C's of communication? Alright, so sagot po. Di daw po, conduciveness, sabi ni Ma'am Jelly. How about the others po? Do you have any idea? Is it conciseness, courtesy, concreteness, or conduciveness? Di daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria Angeline, ang sipag nilang sumagot. So, magiging LPT po sila. So, Ma'am Jendeline said B, Ma'am Joby said B. Okay. D. Alright. So, ang sagot po ay letter D po, conduciveness. Ito po yung 7 C's of communication right here. Correctness, clarity, conciseness, and so on. Pero, let's just think na hindi mo alam yung 7 C's, hindi mo siya memorize. Itong 7 C's, yung kailangan mo para makapag-communicate ka effectively. Kasi tinatawag din siyang 7 C's of effective communication. Kailangan ba conducive para effective yung communication? Well, preferably, yes. But conduciveness is not always out of our control. Not always in our control. Tulad ng, halimbawa, maingay yung paligid, pwede pa rin naman kayong makapag-communicate, magbulungan kayo dyan, or whatever. So, conduciveness is not necessary, kahit na preferably conducive. Okay? So, letter D po, correct. And the next po, 37. Crimea River. This is an example of a simile, personification, hyperbole, or assonance. Ano po ang sagot nyo? Sa 37, chat box please. 37, blanco daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Janen. Why? So, Okay, C po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria Angeline. Okay. Oh, by the way, as much as possible po, let us not leave any blanks sa board exam. Um, I know that is like mistyped, pero sa board po, the last thing that I did was count my answers before passing my paper. So binilang ko po bawat isa kung 50 ba siya, 50-50, tapos yun. I made sure that I answered 150 bago ko po ipinasa kasi sayang po yung score, di ba? Ayan. Oh, okay. Napindot lang po. Alright. So, answer po ng iba is letter C po. Sabi ni Ma'am Nolan, ni Ma'am April May, C daw po sila. Yes po. Correct po. Ang answer is C. Crimea River is a hyperbole because nobody is capable of actually doing this. So, hyperbole, sobra po. Pagmamalapis is hyperbole. Okay. So, next po tayo, 38. If she blank here, I would have danced with her. So is that is, are, was, or were? So if she blank here, I would have danced with her. So ano po ang sagot sa conditional sentence na ito? 38 daw po A po, sabi ni Ma'am Janen ay is. Alright, how about the others? A daw po, sabi ni Sir Anthony. A po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. Okay, A daw po. Okay. So 38C, sabi ni Ma'am April May. C, I was. Okay, A daw po. Okay. So, madalas din pong binibigay ang conditional statements. At ang sagot po dito ay were. Okay. If she were here, I would have danced with her. But ganun, parang wrong grammar. Yun po ang conditionals. Kapag po if, tapos hindi naman siya totoo, like if she were here, well, she's not here, di ba? So, ang gagamitin mo ay were. Tapos would naman yung sunod. Like, if, di ba sabi nung kanta, if I were a boy, I think I would understand. So, if I were, dahil hindi totoo, tapos I would. So, yun po yung kanyang pattern. If something were, and then would po yung next part. Is that clear? Clear po tayo ba sa pattern ng number 38? Sa conditional expression. So, if something were, something would. Okay? Alright po. So, yun po yung ating pattern. Kahit na ano pa mang subject yan. If she were, if they were, if the cat were, alright. Basta hindi siya totoo at the moment, at hindi siya posible. So, were po ang gagamitin. So, next po. Okay, that's good. Number 39, the learner's strategy blank effective in passing the previous let. Is that is, are, was, or were? Okay, noted, clear. Thank you. All right. So next po, if the learner strategy blank effective in passing the previous let, ano pong sagot ng taong bayan sa 39? B po, are, okay. A is, Miss April May said C was, R daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Mary Len. Okay, ano pong sagot natin dito? A daw po is, alright. Sabi ni Ma'am Jenilyn, Angela C was, okay. Ang sagot po natin dito ay was po. The learner strategy was effective. So bakit po? Dahil sabi po previous. Sabi niya po ay previous. So hindi lang po tayo titingin sa subject lang, pati po sa time expressions or yung mga words na nagbibigay sa atin ng clue kung kailan ba nangyari yung isang bagay. So previous let. Ibig sabihin po nun, past. So, was. And then the subject is learner. Alright, in possessive form lang naman. So, okay po tayo? Alright, yun po para sa number 39. Then, let's go on to the next one. Yes, past po, kasi previous. And the next is, neither candies nor cake blank the child happy. So, another indefinite pronoun. Ano po ang sagot sa number 40? Is it make, mix, making, or will making? So, ano po ang sagot sa 40? Neither candies nor cake blank the child happy. B daw po, mix, sabi ni Ma'am Janen. How about the others? Ano pong sagot? B po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria Angeline. B, okay. So, sabi po ni Ma'am Marilyn D. B po, sabi ni Ma'am Jeneline. B, okay. The answer po is letter B po. Alright, mix. Kasi kapag po neither nor. Titingnan po natin yung pinakamalapit dito sa blank na ito at yun po yung magiging sagot po natin. So, in this case, ang malapit na noun or subject dun sa blank ay cake. Ito po yung mas malapit sa blank. Kaya ayan po yung susundin nating subject. At dahil singular po siya, mix po. Okay? So, mukhang okay naman kayo. So, next po, number 41. Okay. Which of the following is the most popular and easiest style of business letter? Is that full block, modified block, indented, or semi-block? Okay. So which of the following is the most popular and easiest style of business letter? Is that full block, modified block, indented, or semi-block? Yung indented po is also traditional. So alin po? A daw po, sabi ni Chris Lawrence, full block. Okay. April May said B. A question mark daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Jelly. Alright. Sabi po ni Ma'am Jovi, letter B. Okay. So ano po ba ang clue natin dito sa question na ito? Sabi po ay popular and easiest style. Ano po ba dyan yung madaling tandaan na style? Ano po yung natatandaan nyo ngayon, yung hindi nyo makakalimutan dyan sa apat? Is it full block, modified block, indented, or semi-block? Okay? So, which one will you not forget? Because it's very easy to remember. Okay? So, yun po yung full block po. Full block. Kasi po, pag indented, minsan nagtatanong pa tayo, alin nga ba dito yung ini-indent? Yung date ba? Or yung salutation ba? Yung sincerely ba? Yung first paragraph lang ba? Yung next ba indented din? So, kapag iba-iba yung indented, ang hirap tandaan, di ba? Pero yung full block, lahat sila nasa left. Wala kang i-indent. Kaya yun yung most popular and also the easiest style of business letter. Okay po ba tayo? Bakit full block po? So, yun po yung answer natin for this one. Okay, next ay 42. Which type of speech is considered on the spot? Is that manuscript, impromptu, memorized, or extemporaneous? Which type of speech is considered on the spot? Is that manuscript, impromptu, memorized, or extempore? So which one is it? 42B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Jeneline. Sabi ni Sir Lawrence, B. B, B. Okay. So everybody says B, that is the correct answer po. Impromptu. Ano pa yung extempore? Anong tanong ng board for extempore? You have little preparation. Pag po little preparation, yun po ay extempore. Pag po on the spot, no preparation, yun po yung impromptu. Okay? Alright. So letter B, tama po kayo. Yay. So next po ay 43. A romantic movie appeals to the ethos, pathos, logos, logic. A romantic movie appeals to the ethos, pathos, logos, logic. So, where does a romantic movie appeal to? Is that ethos, pathos, logos, logic? Answer po, 43 in the chat box. Yes, letter D daw po, logic, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. How about the others for 43? Romantic movie, is that? Okay, A daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria, Angeline. B po, sabi ni Ma'am Jelly. A po, sabi ni Anthony Lariosa. Okay. James A, ethos. D, logos. Okay. So, ang clue po natin ay romantic. Ano bang meron pag romantic? Love, feelings, ayan. So, ano po ba ang nag-appeal sa feelings? Is that ethos, pathos, or logos? Feelings po ay 43A daw po, sabi nila. Sabi ni Ma'am Lignamus. Okay. Cheryl, Lignamus. Cheryl, Ma'am Cheryl. Okay. So A daw po. Ang sagot po natin ay B po, pathos. Okay. Bakit pathos? Alright. So, ethos appeal po niya ay credibility. So, gaano ka ba kagaling magsalita? Sino ka ba? bakit ikaw yung nagle-lecture sa amin? Ouch. So, ganun po yung ethos. So, gaano ba ka-credible ito? Alright? So, next po, pathos is emotion. Dahil baka nakakalito siya. Yung logos kasi madali, di ba? Dahil thinking lang yan, mind, logic. So, madaling isipin. Pero yung pathos, ethos, parang baka magkabaliktad tayo. So, isipin nyo na lang pathos, pag-ibig. Alright? So, pathos, pag-ibig, emotion. Okay? So, pag po emotion, tayo po ay pathos. Ang clue po natin dyan ay pathos, pag-ibig. Okay? Para isa na lang yung natitira, yung ethos. Okay? Alright. Okay. Okay daw po. Pathos, emotion daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Cheryl. That is correct po. Okay? So, para matandaan natin na emotion siya, ang tandaan natin pag-ibig para letter P sila parehas. Mas madaling ma-remember. And then the next question is this one. Blank this form so you could be registered to take the LET. Is that fill up, fill out, fill, or filling? Blank this form so you could be registered to take the LET. Is that fill up, fill out, fill, or filling? Okay, B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. How about the others? Lori V. Lori V. Sabi ni Ma'am Lori V ay B. B, sabi ni Sir Lawrence A. Sabi ni Ma'am Jovi B. B din si Ma'am Jelly. Si Ma'am Jonaline B din. A po si Ma'am April. Fill up. Okay. So, is that fill up, fill out, fill, or filling? Ang tamang sagot po dito ay fill out. Fill out po. Okay. So, ano ba yung fill up? Eto po, dahil inaantok na ako kanina, nag-cobra ako. So, fill up, yung pupunuin mo siya. Fill up. Okay? So, you cannot ask someone to please fill up this form. It is not possible. Hindi nila magagawa yun, fill up, diba? So, dalawa lang yung choice nyo kung form yung pinag-uusapan natin. It's either fill out or fill in. Okay? So, yun po yung fill out or fill in. Yung nagsusulat ka, fill in the blanks. Okay? So, or fill out yung missing information. Yung fill naman is also the same with fill up. Fill, punuin. Diba? So, filling not even in the choices. Okay? So, clear po ba tayo sa difference ng fill up, fill out, fill in, fill? Okay po tayo? Can we click the thumbs up po if that is clear? At hindi po tayo nalilito kung fill out ba o fill up? Okay. Alright. Hindi daw sila nalilito. Okay. Sige. So, go po tayo sa next one. Alright. That's good. Number 45. Mahabharata, Gilgamesh, and Aeneid are examples of, are they novels, folklores, epics, or metrical tale? So ano po ang Mahabharata, Gilgamesh, and Aeneid? They are examples of what? Epic daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria. Sir Anthony said epics. Ma'am Jelly said epics. Okay, how about the others? Ma'am Mary Jo said epics. Epic ba? Sure po. Sure po ba tayo na epic? Can you answer sure? If sure po kayo na epic po. Type nyo po sa chat box, sure ako. Kung sure po kayo. Walang sure, but everybody answers letter C. Okay. The answer po for this one is indeed letter C. Kasi madalas natin sinasabi, yes, that's right, Epic of Gilgamesh. So kahit hindi mo alam kung anong literary piece ba ang Aeneid at ang Mahabharata, alam mo na yung Gilgamesh ay epic. So kung epic siya, edi epic silang lahat, di ba? Alright. Okay, then ganyan dapat, sure po. Kasi alam nyo ba, nung Gen Ed board exam, muntik na ako maubusan ng oras because I thought, in my brain, 2 hours is very long dahil ang dali naman ng Gen Ed namin. So, I was answering tapos na-realize ko, hala, konti na lang pala yung oras. Tapos, my strategy was to answer the answer sheet first tapos ililipat ko sana sa Scantron. Eh dahil hindi na pala ako aabot, diniretso ko na po dun sa Scantron yung mga natitirang questions. muntik na akong hindi matapos. So, yun po. I advise you to wear a watch po, an analog watch sa board exam, so you could watch the time. At sa Gen Ed po, kung sure po kayo sa sagot nyo, like this one, idiretso nyo na po sa Scantron dahil ang bilis po ng oras sa Gen Ed. I skipped some questions, pero ang ginawa ko po sa questions that I skipped, nilagyan ko po ng asterisk na malaking malaki para hindi ko po ma-miss pag binalikan ko. So, yun po. Yes. So, Mahabharata ay longest epic. That is right. So, it is the longest epic, longest poem, longest poetry din po siya. Mahabharata po yung sagot doon. Okay, next is 46. Ang kwento ni Mabuti was written by which Filipino author? Is it Matute, Tiempo, Santos, or Garcia Villa? Is it Genoveva Edrosa Matute? Is it Edith Tiempo? Is it Bienvenido Santos? Or is it Jose Garcia Villa? So which one was it? A daw po, Matute daw po, sabi ng 46, sabi ni Miss Marijo, Genevieve, Marilyn, A, sabi ni Ma'am Joris, A po. So the answer is indeed letter A, Matute. Naalala ko yung mnemonics ni Sir Melvin dito. Sabi niya, matute, mabuti. So, yeah, they do rhyme. Kaya, yung initial sound nila are the same. Yun. Pero isa din to sa favorite ko na short stories. Yung kwento ni Mabuti sa Tagalog. So, yun po. Matute, mabuti. Ano pa ba yung okay, so Tiempo. Jose Garcia Villa is also called the comma poet po. So, yun. And the next one is, it is the central idea or universal truth in a literary piece. Is that the moral, the lesson, the theme, or the message? So, comment po on 47. Ano po ang central idea or universal truth in a literary piece? Is that the moral, the lesson, the theme, or the message? C daw po, sabi ni Sir Anthony. How about the others? Ma'am Jairo said theme. Okay. So, Ma'am Jovi said A. Are there any other answers? Theme daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria Angeline, Marilyn, C. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, ID. Alright. C or A? Alright. So, A, moral, theme. Okay, sabi ni Ma'am Mary Jo, D, message. Ang sagot po dito sa central idea or universal truth in a literary piece ay theme po. C. Moral, sorry. Oh, parang mali po yung ano. Wait, sorry. Okay. Tama nga. So, ang sagot po dito ay C. Sorry. Baguhin ko lang po Tapos, I'm going to share it again. Kasi po, C po talaga ito. Hindi po siya moral. That was number 47. Okay, please bear with me for a while. I'm just going to change it para hindi po kayo magkamali. Pero ang sagot po dun ay theme. Bakit po theme at hindi po moral? Kasi po, ang tinatanong lang po sa atin ay, hindi ko na siya mabago. Okay, anyway, sige, okay na yun. Basta alam nyo na lang that the answer is theme po at hindi po moral, okay? Hold on a bit. Can you see my presentation na? Let's just annotate instead. Sorry. Okay. Alright. Okay po tayo. Ang answer po dito ay C. Okay po? Okay po ba? Answer po ay C ha. Dahil ang tanong lang po ay central idea or universal truth. Okay. So that is a theme. Dahil yung moral po, ito po yung like good thing na natutunan mo, yung message, ganon. Tapos yung lesson po is the same with the moral. Yung theme po ay central idea. Pag moral kasi, parang it has to be a good thing eh. So, dapat lagi tayong mabait. Ayan, yun yung moral ng story. Or moral ng story, dapat nag-aaral tayo sa let para hindi tayo bumabagsak, moral. Pero pag theme, pwedeng negative. Halimbawa, the theme of Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe is sadness or gothic, ganyan. So pag theme, pwedeng negative. Kasi central idea lang siya. or universal truth. Pero kapag moral naman, lesson, message, yan yung pare-parehas lang. Kaya ang note ko dito ay ang moral lesson is a tautology. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng tautology? Yun yung parehas lang naman yung meaning niya, pero pinagsasama mo siya. So it's redundancy. Okay? So tautology equals redundancy. All right. So, bakit moral? May moral na may lesson pa. Eh, yung moral lesson na nga yun. 'Di ba? So, that is what a tautology is. So, kapag nagtanong yung let kung alin dito yung tautology, maghanap kayo doon nung kung alin yung parehas na yung meaning pinagsama pa. Okay? So, meron ako narinig. Like for example. Okay. So, meron ng like may for example pa. So, ganun po yung tautology. Paulit-ulit, redundancy. Okay? So, clear po tayo. Ano answer po natin ulit for 47? Can you type it down para sigurado kung hindi kayo magkakamali dahil sa akin? So, what's your answer for 47, teachers? What is the central idea? Is it moral or theme? Please type it down. Central idea is C, okay? Theme. Theme po, alright? So, ang moral, ang lesson at message, parehas lang po yan lahat. Okay? So, next po, theme. Alright. Good tayo ah. So, next po. Number 48. So, she blank before you came. Is that left, had left, have left, was leaving? Okay, madami po nako-confuse dito sa mga had, have, has, was. Alright. So, she blank before you came. She left, she had left, she have left, she was leaving before you came. So, ano po yung sagot? Letter B daw po. She had left. Alright. Sabi ni Ma'am Charlie. Okay. Number 48 na po tayo. Ano pong sagot? Sabi ni Ma'am Janeline, letter B. Okay, letter B. Sabi ni Sir Anthony. Sabi ni Ma'am Angelica, letter A, left. Sabi po ni Ma'am Maria Angeline, letter A, left. Sabi rin po ni Ma'am Mary Jo, left daw po. Okay. So, ano kaya ang sagot? B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. A, sabi ni Ma'am Jennicar. Okay, ano po ang sagot po natin sa number 48? Okay, B. All right. Okay. So, ang clue po natin dito ay came. All right. Pangit ko mag-annotate. Pero came po. So, let's draw a straight line. Okay, here we go. There. All right. So, she had left before you came. All right. Bakit po had left? Pag meron po kayong nakita na past tense dun sa isang part, dun po sa isang part niya ay had plus past participle. Okay po yun? So that is past perfect. Had plus past participle kapag yung isang part ng sentence ay may past tense. Okay? So basta nakakita kayo may past tense dito, came dito, had left ako dito. Okay? So yun po tayo. Alright. Okay. So yun po yung 48. How about this one? So they hadn't seen her before she, is it disappeared, disappear, disappears, or will disappear? So she hadn't seen her before she disappeared, disappear, disappears, or will disappear. Ano po ang sagot ng teachers at future LPTs sa number 49? Okay? Sabi po ni Ma'am Maria, A. So, disappeared. Sabi po ni Sir Cress ay B. Disappear. Alright. May B, may A. Mas maraming A. Okay. Sabi po ni Ma'am Jovi, Ma'am Janen, Ma'am Marilyn, Ma'am May, ay letter A. Tama po kayo. Ayan. Kasi sabi po kanina, 'di ba, pag merong past tense dun sa kabila, had something po yung isa. At since dito, meron po tayong had not seen, kahit may not, it's still the same. Had seen pa rin yun. So, dahil meron tayong had not, sa susunod, meron naman tayong these or past tense. So, that is disappeared. Okay po? So, okay po tayo. Tama po yung sagot nyo. So, let's go on to number 50. The appositive in the sentence, John, my father, was an alcoholic, is it my father, John, was an alcoholic or an alcoholic? So, A, B, C, or D, ano po ang sagot ng ating teachers sa question 50? All right. Which is the appositive? Is it my father, John, was an alcoholic or an alcoholic? A, B, C, or D? Question 50, answers in the chat box, please. Again, pag sumasagot po tayo, mas madali po nating tandaan. Because, sabi ni Edgar Dale, kapag mas marami kang na-exercise na parts ng body at senses mo, mas marami kang matatandaan. Right? So that is Edgar Dale's cone of experience. Kaya kapag nagta-type ng sagot, mas matatandaan. So A, sabi po ni Sir Gladizar ay my father. Sabi po ni Ma'am Marilyn, Sir Lawrence, Ma'am Janen, okay, ay A daw po, my father. So the correct answer is letter A po, my father. So ano ba yung appositive? It is something na dinedescribe niya yung isa pang, yung subject. Tapos, kahit tanggalin mo siya sa sentence, the sentence remains intact at meron pa rin siyang meaning. Halimbawa, John was an alcoholic. So kahit tanggalin mo yung appositive, buo pa rin yung sentence. So that is an appositive. Okay? So okay po. That is okay kasi tama naman po yung mga sagot nyo. So move po tayo sa number 51. Okay. What is an association wherein the name of something is substituted by something that represents it? Is that an acronym? Is that euphemism, metonymy, or synecdoche? So what is an association wherein the name of something is substituted by something that represents it? Is that an acronym, euphemism, metonymy, or synecdoche? Answer po sa 51 in the chat box. Sir Ma'am Lorby says A. Lori V says A. Sir Gladisaur says A. So A po so far ang sagot nila, acronym. Oh, meron pong sumagot ng letter D. Si Ma'am Charlie, letter D. Alright, meron din po tayong B from Miss Maria Angeline. Okay. I will remember your names po. Para sa sa December, I'm going to look for them. All right. Anyway, Ma'am Christine, letter A, acronym. Okay. So, sabi po dito ay association, wherein the name of something is substituted by something that represented. Ang tamang sagot po dito ay metonymy po. So, ang definition po natin ng acronym, it is cut, letters represent words, so yun po yung acronym. Pero it is something that represents it. So in this case, it is substituted by a representation. Halimbawa, okay, the Pearl of the Orient. So imbes na Philippines, sinubstitute tayo ng perlas ng silangan. So yun yung metonymy. Sinasubstitute niya yung something na nire-represent niya. So metonymy. Mahilig din sa metonymy ang mga Pilipino in another sense. Like, instead na sabihin nila, pabili pong toothpaste, sasabihin po niya, pabili nga pong Colgate. Yun po yung metonymy. Kasi instead na toothpaste, ang representative niya po ay metonymy. So, yun po yung Colgate. Parang Colgate na yung nag-represent sa lahat ng toothpaste. Ganon. So, yun po yung metonymy. Yun. Pabili nga pong Sunsilk, yung Head and Shoulders, ganyan. So, mahilig po tayo sa metonymy kahit hindi po natin napapansin. So, yung isang brand na yung nag-represent sa lahat ng mga products nila. Di ba? Nakakatuwang magtindahan sa Pilipinas. Okay. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. So, metonymy po yun. It represents something. Okay. And then, Longfellow described his life to be as light as shadow. What figure of speech was used? Is that personification? Is that simile, metaphor, or allegory? Okay. So answer po tayo sa 52. Longfellow described his life to be as light as shadow. So is that a personification, a simile, metaphor, or allegory? Miss Maria said letter B, simile. Simile, sabi po ni Ma'am Jelly. Simile din po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria Angeli pa rin. So, Jovi Samson, letter A, personification. Okay. Simile, karamihan po ng ating teachers, ang sagot po ay letter B. Kaya, papasa po sila sa board exam. Kaya ang sagot po dito ay letter B. Bakit? Dahil meron po tayong as light as. as something as. So yun po ay ginagamit po sa simile. Okay. As light as shadow. Alright, so next na po tayo, number 53. Blank is an argument that relies on personal attacks rather than reason. I think this kind of policy is popularized by social media. Is it tukoke, ad hominem, bandwagon, or gambler's fallacy? Blank is an argument that relies on personal attacks rather than reason. Is that tukoke, ad hominem, bandwagon, or gambler's fallacy? Ano po ang sagot? Letter B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Joris at ni Ma'am Maria. Sabi po ni Sir Gladysar, letter C, bandwagon. D daw po, gambler's fallacy, sabi ni Ma'am April. C daw po, bandwagon, sabi ni Ma'am Jovi at ni Ma'am Jenny Carr. Okay. Ang cute ng mga name nyo. Samantalang pinangalan sa akin ng nanay ko, Kimberly, tapos wala na akong ibang pangalan. Sana all binigyan ng unique na pangalan. Okay, anyway, ang sagot po natin ay ad hominem. Okay? So kung nagbabasa po kayo ng comment section sa Facebook, sinasabi nila, ayan, gumagamit ka na lang ng ad hominem kasi hindi mo na masagot yung yung sinasabi nila sa'yo. So yung ad hominem ay personal attack dun sa tao. Tulad ng, sabi nila, nako, makikinig ba naman kami sa taong ganito? So, I'm not going to say anything na lang para we don't stereotype. Anyway, so, ganun. Ina-attack mo yung person mismo, yung halimbawa yung buhay niya o yung tattoo niya sa katawan, ina-associate mo sa bad thing. So, para lang ma-attack mo siya dahil hindi mo na masagot yung argument niya. That is ad hominem. Okay? Samantalang po yung tukoke po is you too fallacy. Pag sinabing you too, halimbawa, friend, iwanan mo na yung jowa mo eh, kasi ang rupok mo na naman. Ganyan. Tapos sasabihin mo, ikaw din naman eh. Sabi, ikaw din, marupok ka din eh. So that is tukoke. You too, ikaw din naman. So kapag tinanong kayo ng board kung anong klaseng fallacy, yung ibinabalik mo dun sa nagsabi sa'yo, yung bad thing na sinabi niya or yung argument niya, that is tukoke. Ikaw din. So next po ay bandwagon. Ang bandwagon ay sumusunod ka lang sa karamihan. 'Di ba? Bakit Facebook ka ng Facebook maghapon? Di ba dapat nagre-review ka? Lahat naman kami ganun. 'Di ba? Lahat naman kami Facebook ng Facebook eh. Lahat naman kami TikTok ng TikTok. So that is bandwagon. Sinusunod mo yung ginagawa ng karamihan. And gambler's fallacy, ito yung na-affect na yung logic mo dahil iniisip mo yung circumstances. Halimbawa, lagi kang talo kapag lagi kang talo sa pag-ibig. So iisipin mo, sa dinami naman ng beses na natalo ako sa pag-ibig, siguro naman this time ito na yun, this is it, 'di ba? So kasi iniisip mo na si dami-dami na ng beses na natalo ka, dapat ang odds nun panalo ka na sa susunod. Pero hindi mo kino-consider na ang 50-50 chance naman ay wala naman talagang kinalaman sa kung anong mga nakaraang nangyari. So yun yung gambler's fallacy. Clear po ba tayo dun sa mga fallacy na ito? Tukoke ad hominem bandwagon gambler's fallacy. Are we clear? Can we heart if we're clear? Alright, pa-heart po kung clear po tayo sa topic na ito on fallacies. Okay, that's great. Okay. So, dapat pag gumamit tayo nito, gamitin natin in a positive way, 'di ba? So, papasa ka sa board tapos sabi mo, ikaw din kasi tukoke yan, o 'di ba? So, ganun. Ad hominem, personal attack. Papasa ka sa board exam kasi masipag ka, kasi matalino ka. Ayan. So, inatake mo yung personal niya. Pero gawin nating positive para maganda, di ba? Okay. So, next po. What is Carlos Bulosan's most celebrated autobiography? Is it Scent of Apples? How My Brother Leon, minsan tinatanggal nila yung Leon, brought home a wife? Is it America is in the Heart? Or Bangkang Papel? So, ano po ang answer ng madlang people sa number 54? What is Carlos Bulosan's most celebrated autobiography? Is it Scent of Apples? How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife? America is in the Heart? Or Bangkang Papel? Scent of Apples, sabi po ni Ma'am Maria Angeline. How about the others? 54B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am May. It's How My Brother Leon. And AA, Scent of Apples? Scent of Apples? Okay, meron din pong D. Okay. So rationalize natin to ha. Kanina, napag-usapan natin na ah, si Miss Matute yung sumulat ng kwento ni Mabuti. Siya rin po yung sumulat po ng Bangkang Papel. Okay? So, sino pa kaya yung iba nating, um, alright, iba pa kaya nating option? Scent of Apples. Ang Scent of Apples po ay akda ni Mr. Bienvenido Santos. Okay? Kaya, ang sagot po dito ay America is in the Heart. Yun po yung autobiography ni Carlos Bulosan. Ang theme po nito or message nitong America is in the Heart is kung gaano po kahirap maging immigrant sa United States. So, if the let asks you, what is an autobiography or a story that tackles the challenges of being an immigrant in the United States, ang sagot po, America is in the Heart by Carlos Bulosan. Okay? So, okay na po tayo. Let us proceed to number 55. Okay. A number of students blank called to the principal's office yesterday morning. Is that is, are, was, or were? A number of students blank called to the principal's office yesterday morning. Is it is, are, was, or were? Sagot po tayo. Chat box, please. So, is it A, B, C, or D? Were. Sabi po ni Ma'am Maria Angeline C. C daw po was. Sabi ni Ma'am Lori V. Charlie. How do you say this name? Giffin. Roa. Okay. So, B daw po siya, R. Meron po tayong was, were, hala, nagkagulo na sila. So, is, are, was, or were? Okay. Alright. Ano kayang sagot dito? Una sa lahat, tingnan natin yung time expression. What is the time? Yesterday morning. Yesterday po. Yesterday morning. So, ano po ang tatanggalin na po natin yung is. Tanggalin na rin po natin yung are. So, yung nagsagot po ng A at B, so mali na po tayo, okay? So, is that was or were? Alright. Okay, magsasagot pa rin po ng B. Wala na po tayong ganyan kasi yesterday. So, past po. So, either was or were. Alright. So, was or were ba ang a number of students? Sagot po natin. C daw po. Sagot po ay letter D po. Okay, hold on. Ay, sorry. This should be were. Ano na ba nangyari sa aking presentation? Anyway, this should be letter D. D po siya, hindi po B. Pero plural po. Okay? Hold on, let me draw. Sorry. Okay. Yan. Were po hindi po are. Were po. Kasi yesterday. So, were. Bakit were? Tandaan nyo na lang po, a number ay plural, the number ay singular. Kapag sinabihan ka ng jowa mo, you are a great girlfriend. So, ako ay isang great girlfriend. Bakit meron ka bang ibang great girlfriend? Marami ba kami? So, plural. Pero pag sinabi niyang, you are the one, you are the world to me, you mean the world to me. So, ibig sabihin, nag-iisa lang yan. So, singular. So, kapag sinabihan ka, you are a great girlfriend. Oh, isa akong, pero meron din, di ba? So, I am one of them. Ganon. So, ibig sabihin po, pag plural, pag the, singular. You mean the world to me. Ikaw lang ang nag-iisang mundo niya. So, singular. Okay? Clear po ba tayo doon? Hindi na po natin makakalimutan? Were po yung sagot dito. I'm very sorry for the answer, pero were po. Letter D. Okay po? Ano pong sagot natin? D po ha? Alright, so next po. Proceed tayo sa number 56. I like the lecture blank I listened to this morning. Is that who, whom, whoever, whomever? So, I like the lecturer who, whom, whoever, whomever. What is your answer po for 56? Okay. B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Janeline ay whom. Okay. Next po, yung iba po. A, who. Alright. Whom. B, okay. So, whom daw po, sabi ni Sir J. At ni Ma'am Jelly. Okay. Oh, si question mark daw po, sabi ni Ma'am May. Ang sagot po dito ay whom. Okay. So, whom po? I like the lecturer whom I listened to this morning. Okay. So, bakit po whom? Parehas po to nung I at saka ng me kanina. I po kapag nasa subject part. Me po kapag nasa object part. So, same din po. Pag subject po who. Pag po object whom. Okay? So, nasan ba yung verb dito? Yung verb natin, like. So, pagkatapos siya ng verb, kaya whom tayo. Alright? Unless there is another verb doon. So, halimbawa wala tong I na to. Huwag nyo na lang pansinin tong sentence. Pero halimbawa wala yung I before listened. Kapag verb ulit yung susundan niya, pwede kayong mag-who. Pero kapag tulad nito, ang susundan niya ay pronoun, whom tayo, okay? So, whom pagkatapos ng main verb ng sentence. Objective, okay? So, next is the lecturer blank listened to our questions this morning was interesting. Is it who, whom, whoever, or whomever? So, answer po sa 57. Okay. So, ano po ang sagot nila? Letter B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Beverly. Whom? Sabi po ng iba. Ano po ang sabi ng iba? So, what is your answer for 57? Is it who, whom, whoever, or whom? Who after nun, whom? So, ano tayo? Okay? Alright. So, sagot po natin ay letter. Sagot po kayo. Alin po? Is it who, whom, whoever, whomever? Hala, nalitan na sila. Okay? Answer po ay who. Alright. Bakit who? Nasaan ang ating main verb? Ang verb po natin ay listened. At yung verb ay yung who ay before listened. Kaya who po. Pag after po niya, whom po tayo. Okay? So, hindi po siya whoever or whomever dahil meron siyang specific na lecturer na pinapatungkulan. Pag ever kasi, whoever, whomever, kahit sino yon. Pero hindi naman ganun yung case dito. Okay? So, I hope we're clear. Nakakasunod pa po ba tayo? Can we click heart kung kaya pa po? At clear po ang lahat? Okay? So, sana clear po tayo. Go po tayo sa susunod natin. Okay. Os. Alright. May clue na kayo. Di ko natatanggalin. Pero sige. The coach said, bring home the bacon to this team. The denotative meaning of the phrase is to achieve success, to get the bacon and bring it home, to cut the bacon to win the game. All right. So what is your answer for 58? Chat box, please. So the coach said, bring home the bacon to his team. The denotative meaning of the phrase is to... Okay, sige, sagot po. So ano po yung ating answer for number 58? Okay. So sabi po nila, D daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Janen, to win the game. Sabi ni Sir Anthony, to achieve success. So to win the game. Sabi ni Sir Carlo, letter D, to win the game. Okay. So, ano po kaya ang tamang sagot? To win the game? Alright. This is funny. Pero ang sagot po dito ay B po. To get the bacon and bring it home. Because teachers, binigyan kayo ng sentence, the coach said, bring home the bacon. So nakakalito kasi ang ibig sabihin naman talaga nun, to achieve success. Pero ang tinatanong sa inyo, the denotative meaning of the phrase is. So tinatanong kayo kung ano yung literal na kahulugan nung phrase na yun. Kasi denotative is the literal or the explicit meaning of the phrase, wherein the denotation is a non-literal or the sorry, not explicit. Pero hindi po siya literal na kahulugan ng phrase. So if it is literal, denotation. So if you are asked for the denotative meaning, that is the literal meaning. So ano ba ibig sabihin ng bring home the bacon? Literally, kumuha ka ng bacon tapos iuwi mo. Okay? Clear po ba tayo kung bakit po letter B yung sagot sa 58? Are we okay with that? Confusing po ba? Gets po ba natin kung bakit po ang sagot natin ay medyo weird? Okay. All right. So, ang tinatanong po sa atin ay denotative meaning. Okay. All right. So, clear. Pag tinatanong kayo ng denotative meaning, literal. Literal na kahulugan po. Okay, that is good. So, nililito lang kayo ng board exam. Yun, ganun lang. Binigyan lang kayo ng sentence pero hindi talaga yun. Okay? Next. 59. Jazz was feeling under the weather, so she did not go to school. The underlined phrase connotes that it is raining, that the person is feeling ill, that there is storm coming, that there is no school that day. So ano po ang confusing, sabi po ni Ma'am Liza. So, Ma'am Liza, kapag po tinanong kayo what is the denotative meaning, basta kahit pag-aano kahaba yung binigay sa inyong sentence, basta denotative yung literal niyang kahulugan. So, kahit nakakatawa yung sagot, yun pa rin siya talaga kasi denotative. Okay? So, halimbawa, magsunog ng kilay, tas ang tanong sa inyo, denotative meaning, literal na susunugin mo talaga yung kilay mo. Pero pag connotative, ang isasagot mo ay magsipag, di ba? Work hard. Alright. So, next po, connote, under the weather connotes that A, may sumagot po ng A, may sumagot ng B. Sabi po ni Sir J ay that the person is feeling ill. Sabi po ni Ma'am Jeffine, ay that it is raining. So, mas marami po na nagsagot ng B. That is correct po. So, what is our clue word here? So, under the weather is an idiomatic expression telling us that the person is feeling ill. May sakit po siya. So, imagine mo na lang, under the weather, naulanan siya maghapon kaya nagkasakit siya. Ganon. Tapos, connotes, connotation. So, ano yung meaning behind it? Yung hindi niya literal na kahulugan. Hindi dahil naulanan siya, may sakit siya. Yun po yung under the weather. Okay po ba? Alright. So, sana okay pa tayo. Dami pa tayong items. Oy, hindi ko to babasahin yung sound para kayo na bahala magbasa. So, which of the following words has this sound? A, B, C, or D? Ah, Jepen. Thank you. So, Ma'am Jepen Panugol, soon LPT. Alright. So, ano po ang sagot po natin sa 60? Is it A, B, C, or D? Sagot po tayo. Number 60. Letter A daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Jeneline. Sabi ni Ma'am Leila, C. Okay. So, ano po yung sagot po ng iba? A daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. Si Ma'am Charlie po ay C po. Okay. Alright, sabi ni Sir J, yung VISION. Alright. So, ang sagot po talaga dito ay vision. Vision. Okay. So, ang ZH po ay may sound na zh, 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 zh. Para siyang zha, zha. Ganon. So, shore, shore, lush, vision, vision, shellfish. So, ang sagot po ay vision. Okay? So, ito po yung kahalagahan ng pagpo-pronounce ng words ng tama dahil makakatulong po ito sa mga ganitong klaseng questions. So, that is vision. Alright? So, clear po ba tayo kung bakit po C? Okay po tayo ha? So, next po, 61. I'm not sure how mother makes both ends meet, given father's low salary. The speaker's financial resources are lacking, overflowing, limited, or irregular. So ano po ang sagot niyo sa 61? I'm not sure how mother makes both ends meet, given father's low salary. So, lacking, overflowing, limited, irregular. Gaano karami po yung pera nila? So, ano po? Ano po yung sagot natin? 61? Chat box, please. Ano po? ang sagot po natin? C daw po, limited. Sabi ni Charlie. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, limited, limited. Okay. So, tama po, limited. So, yan. Hindi naman po sinabing kulang, pero pinagkakasya, making both ends meet. Alright. So, parang yung fifth, yung katapusan ng isang buwan, tsaka yung katapusan ng buwan na to, making both ends meet. Ganun po. Ano. So, yun po. Ay, okay. This po is limited. Alright. Nagkamali lang po yung circles ko, but I hope that you're listening to me instead. Okay? So, limited po yung sagot sa 61. Okay, limited po yun ha. So, sorry po dun sa mga ganyan. But I hope that you listen to me more than what the markings are saying. All right? So, limited po yung make both ends meet. And the next po ay number 62. My best friend lives blank Japan. Is that at, on, in, inside? So, number 62, at, on, in, inside. So, my best friend lives where? Japan, at Japan, on Japan, in Japan, inside Japan. So, 62C daw po, sabi ni Sir Anthony, ni Ma'am Jonah, ni Ma'am Janen. Okay. So, okay na po yun. Ang sagot po natin dito ay in Japan. So, kapag po country ang pinag-uusapan, in po. Kasi pag inside, inside po ay nasa enclosed. So, yun. Pero yung country naman po natin ay hindi naman po tayo closed talaga. Meron tayong open atmosphere. So, in po. In kapag sa countries. Alright? Pag inside, halimbawa, inside the box. Alright? Like that. So, it's an enclosed space. Alright? And then next po ay 63. We will hold a fun party on Saturday. I want you to be there. Come and blank the kids. Is that bring along, go with, or take? Ito medyo confusing to. So, 63. Answer po natin on 63. So, A, B, C, or D. Chat box, please. Sagot po tayo sa letter number 63. Okay. Alright. So, ano pong sagot nyo? Letter A daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Christine. Sabi ni Ma'am Jonalyn, letter C, go with. So, 63C daw po, sabi ni Sir Anthony, go with. Go with. Si Ma'am Jovi, sabi niya, bring. Sabi po ni Ma'am Jonalyn, Otiveros ay bring along. Okay. So, ang sagot po dito ay bring along. Okay. Bakit? Kasi po, come and bring the kids. Kapag po bring, ang ibig sabihin po natin doon, dadalhin mo sila, you will bring them there, pero iwanan mo. Okay? So, come and bring the kids. Dalahin mo lang sila dito, tapos umalis ka na. Okay? Bring along, kasama ka. Nasabi po doon sa sentence, I want you to be there. So, siya kasama yung mga bata. Bring along. Pag naman po go with, parang yung mga bata talaga yung pupunta, sasama lang siya. Diba? So, go with the kids. All right. And then, take the kids. Saan sila galing? Diba? So, take is like kunin. Alright, so clear po ba tayo? Pag bring kasi, dadalhin mo sila doon, alis ka na. Pag bring along, sasama ka doon, kasama nila. Okay? So bring along. Alright. So next po ay 64. Alright. So Rich is considering how to confess his feelings for Frebby. The component of communication in this situation is encoding, decoding, interpreting, or messaging. Ano po ang answer natin sa 64 po? Okay. 64, considering how to confess his feelings for Frebby, the component of communication in this situation is it encoding, decoding, interpreting, or messaging? Ano po ang sagot natin? Decoding, sabi ni Ma'am Jaira, 64 decoding. Okay. How about the others? Ano po yung sagot po ng iba? C daw po, interpreting. Okay. C daw po, sabi ni Sir Anthony. Sabi ni Ma'am Marijo ay decoding. Sabi ni Ma'am Jovi ay A. At si Ma'am Janeline, A din po yung sagot niya. Alright. So, ang sagot po natin ay letter A po, encoding. Alright. Bakit po? Nasaan po ba yung isa pang tao? Hindi pa po siya present. Yung receiver po, receiver nung action or receiver nung message, wala pa siya. Not in the picture pa si Frebby. Kasi dito, he's just considering. So, nag encode pa lang siya ng message. Alright? So, hindi niya pa nasasabi eh. So, that is just encoding. Ano ba yung process nito? So, the sender encodes the message. So, si sender yung pinanggagalingan, nag encode siya ng message. Message yung information. Dadaan siya sa channel. Channel is where the communication happens. So, channel. Alright? Sa social media ba to or sa kung saan man yan. Tapos, i-decode naman siya nung receiver. So, i-decode ng receiver ang message. Tapos, magbibigay siya ng feedback. Alright? Okay, so yun po yung process. Encoder, ang sender pa lang po ang nandito kasi hindi niya pa naman kausap si Frebby, nag-isip pa lang siya. Kaya encoding pa lang po itong process na ito. Okay po? So next is 65. So what is the most basic form of communication? Is it information gathering? Is it social interaction? Is it conversation control or appeal to emotion? Alin po ang most basic form of communication? So A, B, C, or D? Ano po ang sagot ng teachers na nasa chat box? So answers please. Sundin po natin si Edgar Dale. Gamitin po natin ang lahat ng senses na possible so that we can learn more. Okay? B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Joyce at ni Ma'am Jovi, social interaction. Pati ni Ma'am Marjorie, sabi ni Ma'am Janan, I see conversation control. Sabi ni Sir Carlo, B, social interaction. Okay, so ang answer po natin talaga dito ay letter B po, social interaction. Kasi napakadali pong magkaroon ng social interaction. 'Di ba? Sabihin ko sa'yo hi. Sabihin mo din hi. Social interaction na yon. Nasabi ko na sa'yo yung gusto kong sabihin, nasabi mo na rin sa akin yung gusto kong sabihin. Interaction na yon. Pero information gathering, para makapag-marites ka, magtatanong ka muna. Ang dami mo pang tatanungin para makuha mo pa yung kailangan mong sagot. So, gathering. Mas tedious yung process na to. Conversation control takes more. Kasi halimbawa, naiinis ka sa kausap mo. Para ma-stop mo yung conversation, it would take you like many types of skills pa to strategize paano ka umexit sa conversation, di ba? Appeal to emotion ito, sobrang hirap nito, di ba? Kasi lahat ng anybody could speak. Pero not anybody can appeal to the emotion. So ito yung pinaka-komplikado siguro dito. So ang pinaka-madali po ay social interaction. So as easy as an emoji, you can interact ngayon. So next, let us do 66. Sick, which means very cool, is an example of a jargon, colloquialism, slang, or regional dialect. Ano pong klase? Yung sick, which means very cool. All right. Okay. So, that's sick, man. Diba? Sinasabi nila ganon. All right. So, ano po ang sagot nila? Sabi po, 66. Sabi ni Ma'am May ay C, slang. Okay. How about the others po? Is that a jargon, colloquialism, slang, or regional dialect? Slang. Okay, slang daw po. Yes. So, ang sagot po ay, tama po kayo, it is a slang. So, bakit? Kasi ang ibig sabihin talaga ng sick ay may sakit, ill. Pero kapag slang, ginagamit natin siya sa ibang klaseng meaning, di ba? Like, malupet, like that. So, it is a slang. Ang ibig sabihin talaga ng malupet ay masama, di ba? Parang cruel. Pero ngayon, it means like, ang galing, di ba? Malupet. So, that is a slang. You're using a word for an everyday conversation by changing its meaning. Okay? Slang. All right. So, next po ay 67. Your shoelaces blank. Loosen. Are loosen, lose, lost, lose. So, alin pong spelling ang tama for number 67? So, 67 answers po. Your shoelaces are which means not typed. Is that loosen, lose, lost, lose? D daw, sabi ni Ma'am Jovi, Loose. How about the others? Ano po ang sagot ng iba? Lose, Loose. Loose. Okay? Sabi po ni Sir Anthony, Loosen. Okay. So, ang tamang sagot po dito ay lose na Loose. Bakit po? Tagalogin po natin. Ang sintas mo ay maluwag, 'di ba? So maluwag is Loose. Pag loosen kasi, para siyang 'di ba? Loosen your shoelaces, luwagan. So hindi pwedeng yung sintas mo ay luwagan. So it's not correct. Maluwag siya. So you need an adjective for this one. Okay? Kaya kailangan Loose. Ano ba yung Lose? Lose is matalo. Lose. Pag double O ay maluwag. Okay? So, yes. As you can see naman, yung word na lose, mas maluwag siya kasi mas stretched out. Loose. So, yun. And then next is 68. All right. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will begin. What feeling is expressed? Is that longing, nostalgia, hope, or regret? 68 po. So, mahilig din po yung board magpaganito. Magpa what feeling is expressed? Or what is the theme of the stanza? Hope. Okay, sabi po ni Ma'am Jaira, hope. Sabi ni Ma'am Joris, hope. Hope. Okay. So, hope. Tama po. Ang sagot po natin ay letter C, hope. Bakit po? Basta may nakita kayong daylight, sunrise, every new day, dawn. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too. Tapos a new day will begin. So, hope po. Tapos a new day, sunrise. Ano ba mga symbolisms pa ng hope? Yung new life, yung something is born, yung parang Easter ganun, bagong cracked na shells, yung mga ganyan. So hope yon. Sunrise, ayan. Hope po. So next ay 69. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. So were lines written by Robert Frost, William Shakespeare, E.A. Poe, or Emily Dickinson? So ano po ang tamang sagot sa number 69? Familiar po ba kayo dito? Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. Were lines written by 69, sabi po ni Sir J, I see Robert Frost. Sabi po ni Ma'am April, I see Emily Dickinson. So, the others, Ma'am Genevieve, Ma'am Jovi, Ma'am Jelly, letter A, Ma'am Janen D. Dickinson. Ang sagot po dito ay si Robert Frost po. Ang title po nito ay The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Pag hindi nyo po alam, si Robert Frost po ay mahilig magpapili eh. Halimbawa may dalawang road. O kaya naman fire and ice. So mahilig siya dun sa gano'n, yung mga contrasting ideas. So kung hindi nyo talaga alam kung hindi nyo alam kung sino yung author, pwedeng Robert Frost kapag may contrasting ideas. Yun. Same din ang concept sa English majors. Ganun din po. So kapag merong two things, except na lang sa to be or not to be kasi Shakespeare yun. Okay? So, dun po tayo. Robert Frost po ang Road Not Taken. Okay. Parang sa Annabelle Lee. Oh, this is not from Annabelle Lee. This is from Road Not Taken po. Sabi niya, two roads. Yung isa kasi nag-decide kasi siya kung saan siya pupunta. So, pag ganun, pag may mga decisions, kung hindi nyo alam kung sino, probably Robert Frost. Okay? So, next po. 70. Memory. All alone in the moonlight, I can dream of the old days. Life was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew that happiness was. Let the memory live again. The dominant mood is loneliness, sadness, nostalgia, or hope. Ano po ang sagot ng English ng madlang people sa 70? Sorry, nasanay po ako sa English majors eh. But yes, anong sagot po ng LPTs? Nostalgia daw po ang 70. A daw po sabi ni Ma'am Joris. So B daw sadness sabi ni Ma'am Christine, Mary Jo, Jovi, Genevieve, sabi po nila loneliness. Sabi po ni Ma'am Genuine nostalgia. Okay. Ang sagot po dito ay nostalgia po. Okay. Alright. Bakit po nostalgia? Sabi niya, let the memory live again. So, hindi lang basta siya nalulungkot. Namimiss niya yung mga times na yon na maganda pa yung araw daw, maganda pa yung buhay. So, if ang mood niya ay parang may namimiss siya, binabalikan niya yung mga nakaraan, ayan, yung mga taong mahilig bumalik sa nakaraan, ay nostalgia. Yun po. Okay? So, nostalgia po tayo sa 70. Hindi lang basta sadness. Kasi pag sadness, hindi naman, dito kasi sabi niya, let it live again. So, gusto ko balikan ulit yun. Yan. So, yun po yung 70. 71, the words civic, raider, madam, and deified are examples of. Are they imageries, palindromes, tautology, or homonyms? Okay. Nababasa niyo ba minsan yung mga palindrome day, ganyan. So, the words civic, raider, madam, and deified are examples of. Are they imageries, palindromes, tautology, or homonyms? Sagot po sa chat box ng ating LPTs, future LPTs. C daw po, tautology, sabi ni ma'am. Ano, sabi mo kanina, paano i-pronounce yung name mo? Geffen? Geffen. Alright, Jepen. Or sorry. Anyway, C daw po, si Ma'am Jovi ay C, tautology. B, palindrome, sabi ni Sir Anthony. Sabi ni Rizal at ni Charlie ay letter B. So, ang sagot po natin sa 71 ay palindromes. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng palindromes? Yun yung binasa mo left to right or right to left, ganun pa rin yung basa. At yun yung C-I-V-I-C, civic. Pag binaliktad mo, civic pa rin. Deified, D-E-I-F-I-E-D, deified. Pag binaliktad mo, deified pa rin. So, yun po yung palindromes. Okay? So, lumalabas po ito talaga sa Gen Ed. Kung tatanong sa inyo, alin sa mga sumusunod, which of the following is a palindrome? So, tingnan nyo po kung ano yung same yung pagbasa, left to right and right to left. Jepen. I'm so sorry, ma'am. So, yan po. Ma'am Jepen. Okay, screenshot nga natin. Yan. So, next po, 72. This school has some of the best brains in town. The figure of speech used is that metonymy, simile, metaphor, or synecdoche? Okay. This school has some of the best brains in town. Is it metonymy, simile, metaphor, or synecdoche? Ano po ang sagot sa number 72? Sagot po tayo. Ano po ang sagot natin dito? This school has some of the best brains in town. Okay, D daw po, sabi ni Ma'am May. A daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. Sabi ni Ma'am Angeline, ay B, simile. Okay. C, metaphor, sabi ni Ma'am April. Okay. All right. So, alalahanin po natin yung tip ko po kanina. Bago po tayo sumagot ng simile at metaphor, tingnan po natin kung meron po ba tayong kino-compare. Meron ba tayong kino-compare? So, yung school ba kino-compare natin to something? Hindi naman. Yung brains, kino-compare ba natin to something? In the sentence din wala naman. Wala tayong two things na kino-compare dito, di ba? So, ang gagawin natin, dahil wala tayong kino-compare, tatanggalin natin yung simile at saka yung metaphor. Yan. So, ang natitira mo na lang ay metonymy o kaya synecdoche. Sabi kanina sa metonymy, yun yung pinapalitan mo siya ng equivalent niya. Alright? Pero ano bang pinag-uusapan natin dito? Best brain ba ang pinag-uusapan natin? Ang pinag-uusapan po natin ay tao. So, we are talking about some of the smartest people. Pero instead na sabihin mo tao, ang sinabi mo na lang yung part niya. So, kapag ginagamit mo yung part ng isang bagay para i-describe yung kabuuan niya, yun po ay yung synecdoche. Alright? So, ang answer po natin dito ay letter D, synecdoche. You used the part to describe the whole or to substitute the whole. Yun po yung synecdoche. I am getting your hand in marriage. So, hand lang sinasabi ko, pero kasama lahat yun. Kasama pati yung ikaw. 'Di ba? So, synecdoche. Alright po ba? Okay po ba tayo? Synecdoche po yun. Next po ay 73. Tanggalin na po natin yung annotations. He did okay in the Olympics. He got the gold medal. Which of the following correctly describes the sentence? Is it a euphemism, understatement, sarcastic, hyperbolic? It is a euphemism. It is an understatement. It is sarcastic. It is hyperbolic. Answer po sa chat box. Okay? So ano po ang effect? Ano po ang tamang nagde-describe sa sentence na ito? Is it euphemism, understatement, sarcastic, or hyperbolic? Sagot po, number 73. Sabi ni Ma'am Jovi ay euphemism daw yon. Okay? Sabi po ni Sir J ay understatement. Sabi ni Ma'am April, euphemism. Euphemism din, sabi ni Ma'am Janan. Okay, Jaira. Chris, lahat po ng iba. Sabi ni Ma'am Maria, C, sarcastic daw. Alright. So, ang sagot po dito ay understatement. Okay. Ano po ba yung euphemism? Ito yung isang bagay na nakaka-offend na gusto mong sabihin, pinapababa mo siya para hindi ma-offend yung isang tao. Halimbawa, gusto mong sabihin na, anong tawag dito? Gusto mong sabihin na, mababaho hininga niya. Pero imbes na yun, sinabi mo na lang, medyo, alam mo, maganda yung ganitong toothpaste. Or ganyan. Or halimbawa, yung mga words na usually natin ginagamit instead of patay, sinasabi natin, wala na siya eh, ganun. So, pinapababa mo para hindi siya masakit or hindi siya offensive. Ang understatement naman, yung isang bagay na extreme, pinapababa mo yung value niya. Halimbawa, okay naman yung nagawa niya sa exam, okay lang, top notcher lang siya, ganun. So, understatement, pinapababa mo yung value niya, alright, or intensity. Tulad nito, okay lang naman siya sa Olympics, gold lang naman. So, it is an understatement. Dapat sabihin mo, he did great, he did awesome, he did fabulous, he did extraordinary, 'di ba? Pero ginamit mo lang ay okay. So, that is understatement. Ano ba yung sarcasm? Sarcasm, usually yun yung opposite naman yung sinabi mo. Ay, alam mo, aga mo ngayon. You're so early today. Pero late talaga siya. So that is sarcastic. Hyperbolic, alam nyo naman ang hyperbole, that is extreme, di ba? So ang sagot talaga ay understatement. Imbes na sabi mo ang galing-galing niya, sinabi mo, okay ka naman. Ganun. So, understatement. Clear po ba? Can we give us a heart kapag okay naman tayo at clear po ang lahat so far? Okay pa po ba? Kaya pa? Alright. So, next po ay 74. Okay. So, in the story of Oedipus, he was looking for a murderer who turned out to be himself. This is an example of an oxymoron, an irony, deus ex machina, or in medias res. So, in the story of Oedipus, he was looking for a murderer who turned out to be himself. This is an example of an oxymoron, an irony, deus ex machina, or an in medias res. Sabi ni Ma'am Jeneline, ni Ma'am Maria B. Irony sabi ni Sir J. Okay. Alright. So, para ma-discuss natin lahat, let us proceed. Dahil tama naman kayo, ang sagot ay irony. So, kabaliktaran nung inaasahan. Inaasahan natin, may mahuhuli siyang iba, pero siya pala. So, irony. Kabaliktaran kesa sa inaasahan. Alright? Next is 75. The direct object in the sentence, mother baked a cake for me is it cake, baked, mother, or me? So, ano daw po ang direct object dun sa sentence na mother baked a cake for me? Is it cake, baked, mother, or me? So, alin po ang ating direct object? Answer po sa chat box. Makakatulong po talaga kung lalagyan niyo po ng number para hindi po maghalo-halo. So, C po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. A po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria. 75A, sabi ni Ma'am Janan, cake. Okay. B daw, sabi ni Ma'am Marijo. Anthony, A. Okay. Alright. D, question mark, sabi ni Ma'am May. Mahilig siya sa question mark. Anyway, ganito po yun ha. Para po mahanap po natin yung direct object, first, find the main verb. Main verb ay baked. Okay. Tapos, ask ka po ng 2 questions. Alright. So, it is either who or what. Okay, lagyan din natin ng question mark kasi mahilig dyan si Ma'am May. Favorite niya yan. So, who or what? Okay. So, baked what? Ang sagot ay cake. So, ang sagot po natin, ang direct object ay cake. So, ganun lang po tayo. When we're finding a direct object, kumuha po kayo ng verb, tanong nyo po, baked what? Baked who? Kapag isa doon, nasagot niya, yun po yung direct object, yung sagot na yun. Okay? So, madali lang po siya. And then, let's proceed to 76. Alright, so, in which sentence is the word well used correctly? Lumabas po ito ng board exam noong March 2023. Pero funny kasi si English major po siya lumabas. Pero pang Gen Ed po talaga ito. So baka lumabas sa Gen Ed. So is it the book is well? He dances well in front of an audience. Having a dog is well. It is well to study for the board. So alin po? Ang answer sa 76? 76A daw po. Sabi ni Sir Anthony, sabi ni Ma'am Shalamar B. Okay. Sabi ni Ma'am Jaira B, Ma'am Janen B. Okay. Ma'am Janeline B. Alright. Okay, sige po. Ang sagot po talaga natin ay, sabi ni Ma'am Maryland D. Alright. Ang sagot po natin ay B po. Okay. Bakit? Kasi po, ang well po ay adverb. So, well is an adverb. Kapag po adverb, ang dinedescribe niya po ay hindi noun or pronoun. So, nagde-describe po siya ng verb o kaya ng adjective or another adverb. So, in this case, ang dinedescribe po ng dances dito ay ng well dito ay dances. So, ang dinedescribe niya po ay yung dances. Kaya, dun po ay adverb po siya. So, sa letter A po kasi the book is well. Kung ang dinedescribe ay book, noun po yun, dapat hindi po well kasi ang well ay adverb, hindi po yan adjective. Having a dog is well. Having a dog, isang buong subject yun, kaya considered noun yun. Tapos well ba, i-describe siya? Hindi din po. Alright? Kasi ang gerund po ay noun. Okay? Basta po subject, noun po yun. Noun o pronoun po yun. Kasi wala naman pong ibang pwedeng maging subject kundi noun or pronoun lang. So yung buong having a dog is a subject or a noun na dinadescribe nung well, hindi pwede. So next naman, it is well to study for the board. It daw po, dinadescribe siya nung well. So mali din. Kasi dapat nga ang dinadescribe ng well ay verb, adjective, o kaya naman another adverb. So, mali din po. So, dances well. Correct po yung letter B. Clear po? Okay. So, dahil clear, yan, next na po tayo. APA formats are commonly used in citations. APA means American Phonetics Association, American Psychological Association, American Paralinguistics Association, American Print Association. Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng APA na lagi po natin ginagamit sa research? Is it A, B, C, or D? Answer po sa chat box. Okay, B daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Janen. Alright, how about the others? Sabi ni Ma'am Jelly, B. Sabi ni Ma'am Jenny, Viv, A, question mark. Alright. So, B daw po, sabi ni Sir JR. Ang answer po dito ay American Psychological Association. Yan po yung ibig sabihin ng APA. Okay po, American Psychological Association. Okay. So, next po ay 78. Communication came from the Latin word blank, meaning to share or make common. Communicare, communicarum, communis, communicatum. So ano po ang sagot? Which Latin word did communication come from? Alright. A, communicare. Alright. How about the other? Sabi ni Sir Anthony B daw, communicarum. A. Sabi ni Ma'am Jaira at Ma'am Joris. Ang sagot po natin dito ay comunicare. Letter A po. Comunicare. Alright. At just in case tanungin din po kayo ng board exam kung anong language po ang dead language, Latin. Latin po ang dead language. Bakit siya dead language? Hindi na po siya nag-evolve. Ganun na lang siya. Patay na siya. Alright? So, origin siya ng maraming languages. Nanghihiram tayo dun, but it's already a dead language. Latin po. Okay? So, comunicare, ang pinanggalingan ng communication. Alright? So, next po ay 79. It is the process of learning language subconsciously. So, is that language learning, SLA, or second language acquisition, or mother tongue? So, it is the process of learning language subconsciously. Okay? So, ano po yung sagot? Oh, sorry. Ayan. Yun na. So, ang sagot po natin dito ay language acquisition. Alright. Language acquisition lang. Wala pong second. Kasi process of learning language subconsciously. Okay, tama ba yung sagot nila? Sabi po ni Ma'am Janen C. Ni Ma'am Maria Angeline B daw. Sabi ni Ma'am Jovi T. Okay, ang sagot po dito ay language acquisition. Kasi sabi po ni Stephen Krashen, kapag daw po subconsciously, natututo po tayo ng language acquisition daw po yun. Pero kapag daw consciously, yung tinuturuan ka talaga ng grammar, tinuturuan ka sa school, yun po ay learning. So language acquisition, subconscious, language learning ay conscious. Okay? Alright po. So next po. Move tayo sa 80. Alright. The person who crafts the message, idea, or information, takal po natin to kanina, ay si sender, receiver, messenger, or interferer. Ano po? Sino po yung nagka-craft ng message, idea, or information? Number 80, answer po. So, A, B, C, or D? So, type down your answers. Meron pong C, messenger daw. Sabi ni Ms. Genevieve ay A, sender. Sabi ni Ms. Janeline C, messenger. A daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Maria. Okay, sender. Alright, sender. Okay. Answer po for this one, I see sender. Sender po. Alright. Wala man po tayong messenger dun sa process. Ang meron lang po tayo si sender na nag-encode at si receiver na nagde-decode. Okay? So, sender po yung nagka-craft, naggagawa ng idea or information. Parang si Rich kanina na gustong manligaw kay Frebby. So, siya yung gumagawa ng message na sasabihin niya. So, that is a sender. Okay. So, next po, 81. Alright. The physical and psychological space where communication occurs is called a channel, interference, context, or environment. The physical and psychological space where communication occurs is called a channel, interference, context, or environment. Ano po ang sagot? Alright? Okay. So, what is it? So, which one is it? So, the physical and psychological space where communication occurs, channel daw po, sabi ni Sir J. Sabi ni Ma'am Marijo ay letter A. Sabi ni Ma'am Jovi, D. Okay. Ang sagot po natin ay, alright, environment. Okay. So, bakit po environment? Physical or psychological space where communication occurs ay environment. Kung saan po siya dumadaan, yun po yung channel. Okay? So, environment and then channel. Channel ay passage. Passage po yung alalahanin nyo dyan. Pagka po environment, yan po yung space. Yan yung space niya mismo kung saan siya nangyayari. Okay? So, environment po ang 81. Next po ay the shared understanding of the situation during communication is it the channel, interference, context, or environment? Alam na ni Marites 1 tsaka ni Marites 2 kung anong pinag-uusapan nila. Pero hindi ko magets kasi hindi ko alam yung ito. So the shared understanding na meron sila ay hindi ko alam. Ano kaya yung shared understanding na yun? Is that the channel, interference, context, or environment? Sabi po ni Ma'am Janan, context. Sabi ni Sir Anthony, context. Sabi ni Maria Angeline, context. Genevieve ay channel. Okay. So, ang sagot po ay context. Alright. Yung konteksto nung usapan. Ito po yung alam nila about the situation that makes them communicate. Alright. So, halimbawa, gumagamit sila ng code names. Yun yung context nila eh. Alam nila kung sino yon, alam nila kung anong situation, yun yung shared understanding. Pero ikaw, di mo alam yung context. Kaya, sabi nila, wag kang sumabat kasi di mo naman alam yung context. Meaning, hindi mo alam yung pinanggagalingan na alam nila parehas. Yun yung shared understanding. Okay? Context po, ang 82. So, 83, which of the following sentences uses good correctly? So, alin naman po yung gumagamit ng good correctly is that you cook good, you are good, you make good, Olivia is dancing good. So, ito po ay question din nung March 2023. Iba lang po yung sentences kasi hindi ko na po matandaan. Pero, ganito po yung question. So, you are good daw, sabi ni Sir Anthony. Sabi ni Ma'am Lori V, Olivia is dancing good. Okay. So, karamihan po ang sagot ay B. Okay. So, tama po yun. Alright. Bakit po B? Sa number 1, you cook good. Ang dinadescribe mo, yung cooking. So, dapat po you cook well. You cook well. So, kasi pag nag-describe ulit tayo ng verb, dapat po adverb. Tapos, you are good. Dahil wala naman po tayong action doon, ang dinadescribe niya talaga, you mismo. Yung you na yon, noun or pronoun, ay dinadescribe ng good. Kaya yung good ay tama. Kasi functions as adjective. Yung C, make. So, dapat yung make ang nagde-describe sa kanya ay hindi good. Kasi ang good ay adjective, hindi adverb. Alright. So, and so on. So, yun po. Dahil sa letter B, ang subject natin ay pronoun described by an adjective, good, correct po yun. So, ang well ay adverb, ang good ay adjective. Okay? So, good na po tayo dun. And next ay 84. Saying that someone is in between jobs instead of unemployed is an example of a slang, jargon, euphemism, or colloquialism. Saying that someone is in between jobs instead of unemployed is an example of, is that a slang, jargon, euphemism, or colloquialism? So, alin po ang tamang sagot? B daw po, sabi nila jargon. Okay, jargon. Wala po bang ibang sagot? Okay. C daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn, euphemism. Okay. How about the others? Okay. So, sabi po ni Ma'am Christine ay euphemism. Alright. Ang sagot po dito ay euphemism po. Alright. Kasi 'di ba parang ang pangit pakinggan nung unemployed. So, parang wala akong trabaho, parang tambay ka, ganyan. So, parang ganun siyang pakinggan. Pero, pag in between jobs, ibig sabihin nun, parang kaka-resign ko lang, pero naghahanap naman ako ng trabaho. Hindi naman talaga ako tambay talaga originally. So, parang pinababa mo yung offensiveness ng word na unemployed. So, euphemism po, letter C. Okay? So, next po ay number 85. Okay, so 85. If you die by biting it, it's blank. If you die by being bitten by it, it's blank. So, alin dapat yung sa una? Alin dapat yung sa pangalawa? Nakikita niyo po ba yung PowerPoint ko? Okay po ba? Okay. Ayan. So, if you die by biting it, it's blank. If you die by being bitten by it, it's blank. So, ano po yung sa una? Ano po yung sa second? A, poisonous, venomous. Alright daw, sabi ni Ma'am Maria. How about the others? 85A, sabi ni Ma'am May. Sabi ni Ma'am Janan, A. Okay. Alright. Answer po for this one ay letter A po. So, tama. If you die by biting it, kinain ko yung apple ni Snow White. Patay ako. But if you die by being bitten by it, tulad ng snake, venomous siya. Venom yung snake. So, That is the difference between poison and venom. Okay? So, sana malinaw po yun. And 86, I blank to the mall on Mondays. Is that go, will go, going, or am going? So, I blank to the mall on Mondays. Go, will go, going, am going. Answer po ni Ma'am Baby Jean, I go. Go. Sabi ni Sir Anthony, will go. Will go, sabi ni Ma'am Janen. Okay, will go, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. Ang sagot po dito ay letter A po, go. I go to the mall on Mondays. So pag sinabi niyang Mondays with S, ibig sabihin regular practice na yon. Tuwing Monday, pumupunta siya sa mall. If it is a habitual action or lagi mong ginagawa, you use the simple present. Okay? Na go. Alright? So habit ito. Mondays. Pag may S yung day of the week, that means it's always happening tuwing Monday. Okay? Pag naman, alright. Pag halimbawa, walang S, I will go to the mall on Monday. Sa Monday lang yun. Pero kung tuwing Monday, I go. Alright? Next is 87. For the moon never beams without giving me dreams. Figure of speech used is irony, alliteration, assonance, or onomatopoeia. Okay? So, luwisan natin onte para matapos natin siya. So, ang sagot po dito ay, ano pong sagot nyo? Sagot po dito ay assonance po. Assonance. Kung ang alliteration kanina, tulad ng tongue twisters na pa, or da, paulit-ulit yung mga consonant o initial consonant, pag assonance naman po, paulit-ulit po yung vowel sounds. So tulad dito, meron siyang beam, E, tsaka dream, E. Okay? So, E, E. Kaya po siya assonance. Umulit po yung vowel sound. Alright? So, C po. Okay. So, hopefully okay pa po kayo. Next po ay 88. To put your finger in the pie idiom is to win an argument, to participate, to be good at baking, or to be suspicious. What do you mean by put your finger in the pie? So, ano po ang ibig sabihin nito? Okay. So, put your finger in the pie, win an argument, participate, be good at baking, or be suspicious. Okay, sabi po ni Ma'am Mary Angeline ay B. Tama po yun. Put your finger in the pie is to participate. So, put your finger in the pie in this discussion. So, makipag-participate po kayo. Yan po yung ibig niyang sabihin. So, next, 89. Jason is in the pink of health. This means that he is sick, terminally ill, in good health, or recovering. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng in the pink of health? Okay? D daw po, sabi ni Ma'am Beverly. How about the others? LPTs, what is your answer? Sabi po ni Ma'am Maria, D, recovering. Sabi ni Ma'am Baby Jean, in good health. Recovering, question mark, sabi po ni Ma'am Maria Angeline. Alright, sinipag siya ngayon mag-type, binuo niya. Anyway, the answer for this one is in good health. In the pink of health, ibig sabihin in good health. Okay? So next po ay 90. Which of the following sounds is voiceless? Okay. I want to know if you know. So, which of the following sounds is voiceless? Can you type down your answers before I proceed? So, is it B, V, F, or G? Okay. B, A, okay. C, all right. So, akala ko kasi pang English major lang ito. Pero nakita ko po sa site ng PRC na may mga reviewer coverages na may ganitong question din ang Gened English. So let's tackle just in case. So pag po voiceless, hawakan niyo po yung throat niyo kung voiced or voiceless. Pag po voiceless, wala pong vibration pag ginawa niyo yung sound like b, b, b. Meron po siyang vibration. Meron din. Pero yung as in F, wala po siyang vibration. Tapos yung G na G, meron ding vibration. So, ganun po yun. Pag po voiceless, wala pong vibration sa throat, ang answer po natin ay letter C, F. Wala po siyang vibration. And then next po ay, okay, 91. All right. Only the heart can see rightly. This line or statement is lifted from, is it War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, The Little Prince by Exupéry, Animal Farm by George Orwell, or Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare? So alin po dyan? Yung pinanggalingan ng only the heart can see rightly. Okay? Answer po, B daw po, sabi nila The Little Prince. Tama po yun? Yes po, The Little Prince. Okay. So, ang Little Prince ay sinulat po ni Exupéry. Okay? Animal Farm ni George Orwell. Ano pang pwedeng itanong sa Animal Farm? Ito yung nireject na literary piece dahil sabi nila hindi daw mabibili ang animal stories sa United States. So, yun po, Animal Farm. Okay? So, War and Peace, ito yung greatest work ni Leo Tolstoy. Okay? Kasama niya yung Anna Karenina. Okay? So, next po, 92. I suggest that we blank the doctor next week. We will visit, we visit, are visiting, have visited. So, 92. Ano po yung sagot nyo? 92. Sagot po kayo para matapos natin. 8 items na lang. So, ano pong sagot nyo? Letter B daw, sabi ni Ma'am Azil. Sabi ni Ma'am Angeline, are visiting. 92 will visit daw, sabi ni Sir Anthony. So, bilisan ko na lang po ah. Ang sagot po dito ay B, we visit. Kapag po suggestion o kaya utos, imperatives kung ano man yan po ay present or base form. So, okay, simple present. So, I suggest that we visit. Okay? Kasi po, suggestion ito. Para mo na rin naman sinabi na visit the doctor next week. Parang imperative din naman siya. Nilagyan mo lang ng I suggest para medyo mabait ka ng konti. 'Di ba? So, ganun din siya. Pagka imperatives, yan po. Base form lang po siya. Okay? And then next po ay 93. The father of tragedies is it Shakespeare, Poe, Marlowe, or Chaucer? Who is the father of tragedies? Is it Shakespeare, Poe, Marlowe, or Chaucer? Sino po? Ang tatay ng mga trahedya. Ano po? Father of tragedies, ama ng trahedya. Okay. So that is letter B daw po. Sabi ni J. Sabi po ni Jovi, A daw, Shakespeare. Sabi ni Chaucer daw, sabi ni Ma'am Angeline. Si Shakespeare, madami po siya na sinulat na tragedies. Si E.A. Poe, known for his horror stories din po. Pero, ang father of tragedies ay si Christopher Marlowe. Marlowe, ang father of tragedies. Okay po? So, tragedy, Marlowe. Okay. So, next is, he is known as the father of essays. Sino po ang father of essays? Okay, is it Bacon, Montaigne, Poe, or Defoe? Who is the father of essays? Is it Bacon, de Montaigne, Poe, or Defoe? Answer daw po ni Ma'am Ellie. IA daw po. How about the others? Okay. Saan, ano po? A daw, Bacon, yung iba Montaigne, yung iba Bacon. Okay. So, si Francis Bacon ay father of English essays. Pero ang father of essays lang po ay si Montaigne. So, father of English essays, Bacon. Father of essays, Montaigne. Okay? So, all right po. And then next one. Indian sacred hymns. Hymns po ay 95I. Is it Rig Veda, Upanishad, Panchatantra, or Mahabharata? Okay. So, the answer for this one, pag hymns po ay Rig Veda. Ang Upanishad po ay sacred text. Text po yung Upanishad. Panchatantra po ay fables. Alright. So, Panchatantra, fables. Okay? So, pag sacred lahat yun. Sacred hymns, Rig Veda. Sacred text, Upanishad. Sacred fables ay, or collection of fables ay Panchatantra. Alright? So, next po ay Who is known as the Indian Shakespeare? Indian Shakespeare, is it Gandhi, Kalidasa, Kayam, or Kipling? Sabihin ko na lang po yung sagot kasi konti na lang naman. Ang sagot po dito ay Kalidasa. Dalawa lang naman po yung Indian dito, si Gandhi at saka si Kalidasa. Pero po, ang sagot po natin ay Kalidasa. Siya po yung Indian Shakespeare. So, si Kipling po yung writer po ng Jungle Book. Alright. Okay? So, next po, 97. Which of the following sentences is correct? I am writing to my boss tomorrow. I write to my boss tomorrow. I will have written to my boss tomorrow, or I had written to my boss tomorrow. So, ang sagot po sa number 97. Okay. Ang sagot po dito ay A po. Alright. So, wala kasing will. I will write to my boss tomorrow. Pero in the absence of will, pwede rin po tayong gumamit ng progressive tense para po sa future. I am writing to my boss tomorrow. Pwede rin po yun. Progressive, kapag wala po kayong nakitang will something, tapos ang time expression ay simple future. Pwede pong progressive tense. Alright? So, yun po. And the next po ay 98. Which of the following does not contain a helping verb? Ang helping verb po ay yung may kasamang main verb. Tumutulong siya sa main verb for the sentence. Washes dishes. Ang ano lang po, ang verb lang dito ay wash. Washes lang. Sa B, may will wash. Sa C, is washing. Sa D, can wash. So, ang wala lang pong helping verb ay ang letter A. Kasi yung iba po, may kasama pa po silang verb. Kapag merong verb na tumutulong dun sa main verb, helping verb po yun. So, tumutulong siya para magpakita ng ability like can wash or ng singularity o kaya ng progressive tense. Alright, so tumutulong siya dun sa main verb. Okay? So, ang walang helping verb ay A dahil main verb lang ang meron siya. So, next po ay 99. Your stories don't add up. The phrasal verb used means matter, makes sense, believable, or sound true. So, ang sagot po natin dito ay don't make sense. So, pag sinabi mong don't add up, pag sinama mo siya, parang pag pinag-plus-plus mo, ba't parang may kulang or parang may wala siyang sense. So, doesn't make sense. And our last question ay this one. What phrasal verb means complete? So, carry in, carry out, carry up. Ang sagot po dito ay carry out. So, if you say, please carry out the task, it means please complete the task. Okay? Ayun na po. So, I think that would be it. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig niyo po sa akin. At hopefully, gising pa po kayo after all that. After 100 questions, I hope you're still okay. So, sir, okay na po yun? So, ayun po. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. And hopefully, meron po kayong natutunan sa akin. I'm looking forward to the LPTs after your names. Yun po. Thank you so much. Sir, salamat po.
Ma'am, sorry. Thank you so much, Ma'am Kimberly. Vida, I will just have to stop this recording. Wait for a moment.
Sure po.
This
Thank
one.
you.
Then the streaming also.